Dakai Oppogai Dasuki.
And what's that?
I love huge tits.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
I don't know how many huge tits there are in Japan, though.
There's heaps of animated ones, which is pretty much all I care about.
Ooh, now we're cooking with
Not
gas.
cheating if they're cartoon, brother. You know what I'm saying?
We are recording, by the way.
I was joking.
yeah, babe, I love you. That was him.
It was a joke.
Yeah, was it?
Yeah. We'll see when we get there. In 2 fucking days.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy because when this comes out, it will be. We will have been in Japan for 2 weeks.
Oh, so this will be when we post this when we get back?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like the before, part 1, essentially.
So obviously I'm not taking all of this. Do you want this? I'm not taking that was the hardest fucking table slide ever, hey.
It's dope.
I'm not taking all this shit with me to don't lose the ball. Don't chop the dinosaur, daddy. What the fuck, Lewis?
Have it, you greedy bitch.
Fuck yeah.
Obviously not taking all this
Yeah, so I'm just gonna take the lapel mic.
from the first pod.
Yeah.
I figured that would be the case. And then what are you going to record on?
Phone.
2 phones.
One phone.
It's yours? Cool.
Yeah. Oh well, we can if you have enough space. Do you have enough space to record on yours?
I'll have a look. There's some stuff I could cut out. It's like 14 gigabytes of me doing deadlifts at the gym. I could probably, I don't need all of it. I need one.
From each video to the next,
Yes.
they don't really change.
No, it's just like, I look the same, I lift the same, I don't need 40 of them. So
The only
I'll
thing
cut
that
it
changes is the TNT.
Yeah, have you been following the Strava?
Yeah, I've been following.
It's actually been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Well, because over the years, I mean, it's not even worth thinking about how much money I've spent on TNs specifically.
Or the shelf.
We just talk about the shelf. But just the shoes in general. Like when I bought the house, they asked me if I had money in anything because like to get insurance, and it come down to I was like, oh, I mean, I guess I have a pretty substantial shoe collection. And the guy was like, well, what do you think it's worth? And I was like, maybe 10 grand. 10 grand. I was like, yeah. Wow. So it's my shoe collection's insured for 10 grand, which is kind of steezy. So yeah.
So if you got more money in cars or shoes, you're like got 5 cars, shoes.
Yeah, buy a country mile shoes. So
by the way, talking to the fucking mic, bro.
Right here.
Like pull your chair closer to it.
You want me in it?
The way I describe it now is like be obnoxiously close to the microphone because I can tone your voice down. I can't tone it up.
All right. Yeah, no worries.
And like the fucking absolute repetitive thing that you always do is you're like, yeah, no, for sure. And
it's a gimmick, man. You know, it's like my thing. It's my signature move.
Look, you had to be there if you wanted to hear the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Try again in the next one.
Should we bang a quick fucking?
Yeah, run it up.
I only realised.
Oh,
yeah, I know. Hard.
Good start. Bro's using loaded dice. I'm calling it.
Yeah, you got to use your dice for your round. Fuck.
5's not bad, man.
5's pretty good.
5's not bad. Get these here.
Ooh, we touching the.
You can't see it past the slides there, but I actually did a pretty good roll.
You went there for the new rules, hey?
What's the new rules? Well,
you're not allowed to touch the dice once I've landed.
Play the ball where it lies.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I missed that one, so I'm just going to keep touching them.
That's all right.
I had to play the ball.
You also
fuck
coming. Oh
no,
shit!
It's over.
I've already won.
No, you haven't.
Unless you roll a 3.
Exactly. Fucking suck ass.
Yeah, you can see if you can fit it all in your mouth if you want.
Well, with this thing right in front of me, it kind of feels like I have to, you know? There's no pressure, but I'm not posting it unless you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So the roller.
It's alive, bro.
Big Reddy Sting.
Big Red. Well, Little Red. It's back. Started the engine swap maybe September, I want to say. And it was one of those things where, you know, should take 1-2 weeks, you know, pull it out. Next week, bang it in.
Dude, fuck that.
Robert's your dad's brother. It has been a 6-month ordeal. It has been just every day off. That's not a weekend. I'm not at work. I'm at the workshop. It's hot. I'm sweating. I'm skinning my knuckles. I'm getting covered in shit. I'm learning more about mechanic stuff than I ever thought I would.
What'd you learn? It sucks.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Sucks ass.
Yeah.
Realistically, I'm lucky because it's a passion,
yeah.
not a fucking career. I was talking to Dylan about it today, and it come down to the fact is like I can leave whenever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
You need to do this to put food on the table.
Yeah.
That's my advantage.
I'm going to have a cold shower and go do a podcast. He's like, yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, cool. I'll be here until 5 o'clock, and then I'll do it again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day,
and forever.
Yeah, and then I'll be in Japan. So fucking who gives a fuck?
But just said to give that Snapchat. How is it, bitch? Good.
You miss me? I'd miss me.
I love animated tits, by the way, and that's it.
But, yeah, cool. It's not finished yet. Obviously, I need to put the interior back in.
Yeah, I love that. You're driving around getting fuel and that, and then your neck snappers just inside the dash.
Banging gears, shit everywhere.
There.
No, of course not, but it sounds hard.
It does.
It does sound hard. I had to find a friend, he's a boilermaker. He's like, man, you want to come retrofit this exhaust for me? He goes, yeah, dude. So he come over, did that for me, and then...
What are you thinking, like 1.5 straight through?
Well, the thing is, I fired it up the other day before I put the muffler on, and it fucking banged kind of hard.
Yeah.
And now I got the muffler on, it does what a muffler does.
Why don't you put a diversion, like a screamer pipe diversion?
Like just like a... with a valve, so I can bang when I want to. And
it's like a...
for the cod.
Like that. That'd be...
Yeah, that would be
out
pretty
of
cool.
1.3 naturally aspirated, would be nuts.
Oh, the Honda Rari, baby. Yeah. I think I want to put a turbo on that now.
Really?
Yeah. It's just it's slow as fuck, man. Like 63 kilowatt. It's just...
Yeah, but low and slow is cool.
Low and slow is not cool.
Bitches love low and slow.
Well, the brisket I made yesterday was low and slow, and that was pretty good.
Yeah?
Bitches did love that.
Yeah.
Zoe, specifically. Just the one.
Just the one bitch.
Just the one bitch.
Yeah.
She fucks with it.
Really?
I'm having it again tonight, bro.
That's very cool.
So I've like gone full circle with cooking. It's like you get hellfire into it, do heaps of steps, make it really intricate, and then you're like, what I want to do is I want to wake up first thing in the morning, throw cold meat into a crock pot with some spices, and then fuck off for the day.
Even that is literally 100% more than what I would do. I'm at the point where I'm like, I put so much time and effort into this relationship that I need to be nurtured. You know what I mean? Like I need to be cared for.
It's everything child breast milk.
Oh, I mean, if it's there.
You'd have to try it, right?
Yeah.
That's the first thing whenever someone has a kid, I'm like, how's the titty milk?
Yeah, but also, this is the thing. I've been in a couple of situations now where someone who's just had a kid is like, oh, you know, do you want to try the milk? It's like, to be fucking brutal, no. Like, I don't want to try I want to try my missus, you know what I mean?
You're all
I've been sucking on her
until it's
titties for
right
ages and nothing's come out. And now something's coming out. I want to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the spigot in the tree, you know? It's like, I want to tap that.
And then they're like, yeah, I wasn't going to let you suck my tits. And it's like, what the fuck did you offer then?
If it's not fresh from the tap, brother, I'm not fucking coming around. Yeah, nah.
Disgusting. Yeah, that definitely has ruined a couple of friendships, but that's all right.
Well, for them or you, like who was the one that had to call it quits?
Both, you know.
Yeah, it's like, well, if I can't suck your missus titty, I don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite fair.
I understand.
Unless someone did it to... I'm now starting to see the problem.
Yeah, full circle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back around. You know what?
But the fucking... you literally did an engine swap yourself.
I did an engine swap and a rebuild.
Have you done that ever before?
I had 2001 Mitsubishi Verada, very similar to a Magna, but way cooler. It has a sunroof and leather interior, pinstripe along the side.
How close to a Magna are we talking?
It is a Magna. It's a Magna Plus.
It's not heaps cooler.
You want to talk about Magnas, bro? A Magna was my first car. My dog is named after my first car, Mags.
Oh, yeah?
2001 VR 5-speed Mitsubishi Magna. That's a full name.
I was going to say that's a full name.
You can check the pet stock, brother. They call me up. They're like, your dog, and I'm like, yeah, it's Mags.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, she's ready for vaccination. I'm like, I'm not vaccinating my dog. She died. Guess what she got hit by?
Have you seen a new pet shop called Pedos?
No, that's not on.
You've seen it?
No.
Dude,
where
Pedos.
is it?
It's around the corner from Zachnick Place.
Real close to a school.
It's actually literally a stone's throw from a school.
Coinda.
Yeah. Which is, dude, there was a group of people sitting around a table that all said yes to that idea.
Yeah. No, like, who the fuck's shopping there, you know?
Yeah. It like came down to the last thing and they're just like, so what do you think, Frank? And he was like, yeah, fuck it, do it. Do it. Pedos is good.
Yeah, it's an untapped market.
Dude, that's the clip right there. Me wearing sunglasses saying pedos is good. Dude, the thing that's you're going to get cancelled for, you've already done. And just in case I haven't, that was it.
Double down.
Sick.
Double down.
Yeah, by the way, animated tits are better. Shit. So, what's the aspiration? Is it to keep this car forever?
Absolutely. Absolutely, of course. I went down a couple of roads when I first got the car. The first one was finding a 4Age, because originally it was the 4ALC. It was carbureted. Slow. Slow and cool is cool, but you could be faster, and that's cooler. Yeah. It's just simple. So I scoured for a 4Age, specifically the engine.
There's a white one, eh?
Well, that's what I ended up... That's the donor car that I ended up getting. I got that July last year. That was my tax return. Just bang, straight on that. But
nothing like blowing your tax return on a fucking heap of shit, eh?
I've said this 3 times this week already. The only thing better than having 10K cash in your hand is spending it.
Yeah.
Spending money is awesome. Having it, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Spending it.
Also, not ever smoking cigarettes and then like putting that experience on such a pedestal that you're like, I might go buy some fucking smokes for this, eh?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just rock up, pull the first cigarette out and get out of the car. How are you, mate? Sorry, they're reds.
The practice at home with menthols, this is way worse.
You're halfway through whatever you're trying to say. You're just holding back the cough with your eyes. Whatever. Yeah, no. My mate used to one of these. Yeah.
The Corolla.
10 grand, go.
10 grand. It's probably cost me more than that, really.
Did you buy the other white one for 10 grand?
No, I bought that for 5.
I was going to say, that's fucking heaps of money.
No, yeah. It's not even registered. It was just the engine I wanted. But initially
What'd you get in your tax return?
How much?
Yeah.
Maybe 7 or 8.
All right.
I'd lie, you know.
Yeah, I got 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, dead ass. So originally I found an engine over in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And that was a 4A GZE, which it's basically the same engine, but it's factory supercharged.
Sick.
Came out of the AE92s. It was in the MR2s.
Yep.
Cool, faster, supercharged. And I was like, yeah, bang it, fucking give me that. I think that ended up with plus freight, cost me like 8 grand to get over here. And it's sat in the shed ever since because it didn't come with a loom. And then I had to find a gearbox as well, which is because my one was not LSD, limited slip diff. I needed the C52, Jap auctions, bro, yahoo.jp and Import Monster over East. Massive. Like I managed to find the gearbox, lost a couple of bidding wars and then eventually was like, fuck it, like just bang, big money bets. Got my gearbox, brought that over.
Paid $1,800 too much, still got it.
Probably, actually, but it was so long ago, don't remember what it cost, so it makes it free.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And then I dropped it off at a mate to rebuild. That took him fucking
If I remember
12
accurately, it
months.
was actually a bargain.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
It was a steal.
Yeah.
They fucked me, you know? It's like, but I got what I wanted.
Yeah.
So I got a gearbox there and I've got an engine there. I don't have a loom. So I was like, I got to find a loom. That's not fucking happening.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, it's a 40-year-old car. Like it's basically to a point where if I could find it for a different engine, that's where, and then, I kept running into like crossroads like this. It's like, it's a 92 engine for an 82 Corolla. Like you'd have to splice looms. I fucking hate wiring, dude. Like sometimes even like.
Dude, I don't trust people who do like wiring.
Nah,
that's the most
suspect.
job.
They're always hell wiry little dudes.
Oh, remind me to tell you about fucking almost burning down Coop's ute as well.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear about that. Are you going to jot it down?
Yeah.
For later? Anyway, so tax return was coming up. I was feeling like spending a bit of money. This was last year. I've had the spare engine in my shed for about 8 months at that point. The Corolla was still working, a daily driver, but like a Sunday sort of thing. Had a vacuum leak, so I didn't drive it too much. But it's still there on the road. It was cool.
Yeah.
Tax returns coming up. I was like, I'll see if I can find a loom again. It's been a while. And I remember I just put in, A82 in a Facebook marketplace, and then the whole car come up, which was an FX16, a year prior to mine, factory 4H. It was the donor car.
Unreal.
It was everything I wanted and more.
Yeah.
And
Is that at the workshop now?
Yeah, still there. Yep, it'll be for sale soon. So I messaged this kid and I was like, what can you tell me about it? Like, is this EFI, electric fuel injected, which is what I wanted, factory 4H, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, nah, like this and that. And I was like, I have to work all weekend. Is there any way you could hold on to this until Monday? And he's basically like, dude, my inbox is fucking like hot shit right now. If you can't get it tomorrow, like there's no promises. And I was like, all right, cool. Got to start calling in some favors. Managed to swap a shift with a mate. They were doing, so like I'd do an extra day. Oh, so I went on night shift early. Sorry, tell a lie. So I didn't have to work the day shift the next day. And I was like, call up Picton Trailer Hire, grab the car trailer, and I called it, hit him up.
That feeling when you're like...
When the fucking planets align, bro.
No, not even that. When you're like, okay, it's the thing I want. I can afford it. Okay, now I'm doing this. And dude, that's right up there with shitting and coming.
That is right up there with shitting and coming.
That's fucking nuts.
I hadn't even got my tax return back yet. So I was like $5,000 that I didn't really have. So I
Yeah.
messaged Dylan and I'm like, can you spot me a couple racks?
Yeah.
I want to buy this. And he goes, go and get your car, bro.
He's like, yeah, but you're borrowing against your TNs. I hope you know that.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's my collateral, man. You know, it's like twice the value.
Yeah.
Swapped the shifts, told my supervisor he was cool with it. And then I just like, you know, when you can just...
You've
done it, man. You've done it. I went up there. I messaged him and he goes, "Looks like you're really keen on the car, bro. I can tell. So, like, it's yours."
He's just covered in sweat, ripped shirt. You're like, how can you tell, bud?
Yeah, please give it to me.
Yeah.
Next day, went up to just south of Perth, I guess. Picked it up, took it for a rip around the block, ran fine. Loved it. A little bit of pull, bit of torque steer. Not used to that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then took it down to the workshop. And that was winter. And spoke to Dylan about it, and we backwards and forwards between doing it in my shed or at the workshop. Shed, workshop, shed.
Definitely workshop.
And I was like, we should do it at the workshop. And he goes, I think we should be able to do it in your shed. He's wrong. So wrong. He's got hoists. So many hoists.
Oh,
and also $30,000 worth of tools, if not more.
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like for this specific job, you have a purpose-built location that has all the shit, and you're like, we can do it in your shed. Fuck you.
Fuck that.
I won't pay you, but we're doing it in the workshop.
Well, it's sort of like I had my hoist and I would come in, maybe get a few tips and stuff off them, and then I'd go do my thing. Like, I'm not claiming 100% credit, absolutely not. But I did, we'd say probably like 80, 85% of the work myself.
That's hardo.
No way, answer it.
George, you're on the pod. Yeah, I got Gage on the pod right now. We're live.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Way.
What's happening? What are we doing?
We're just talking about the engine swap in his Ferrari.
Oh, yeah, we finished on that. We get Gage back.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It was running today. You're an interior down. That's it, eh?
I'm an interior down.
Yeah.
Does it have a huge part in the Hot Wheels starter key?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That thing is loud,
That does count for 50% of the interior, so
Yeah.
we're halfway there.
pretty much.
Has it been brought up yet?
The Hot Wheels key? No.
No.
Actually, we might actually now we're going to have to literally feature it as like a fucking
The photo?
a photo add into the bloody page.
I got you.
You want to offer him your spare odometer you picked up the other day?
Oh, true. 0Ks.
Dude, that is
Yo.
I didn't even think of that. That's 100% an odometer because Gage said, like, he snapped me back and he said, like, oh, I'm pretty sure that might be a bike lock. But as you spin where one is on the right hand side, when you spin that around a whole rotation, then it clicks to 2 on the next one. Then spin that around to 9, it clicks to 2 on the next one. So it's definitely an auto.
Yeah.
Which begs the question,
How fucking hard.
how hectic was that car crash for the odometer to be left on the fucking ground?
They're dead for sure.
Oh, brother, been dead for a while too.
Less than RIP.
Yeah,
But-
I think it was sun damage.
Dude, he might have been dead before the car got into an accident. Shit, how'd you go with your massage?
Yeah, I fucked it. It was yesterday. No, it was today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought she changed it to tomorrow, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no way. Did you end up going?
Yeah, and she called me. Well, she texted me like 5 minutes after I was supposed to be there, asked me if I was coming. Then I went back up and reread the message and went, "You fucking fuckhead."
No way. If you had to answer my second call, I would have reminded you.
Really? Did
Yeah.
she go today?
Yeah, well, I had that fucking emergency. Like, I messaged, I was like, I got to get a massage. My body is fucking like a compressed spring in a bloody suspension setup.
LP.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she's like, yeah, I can fit you in. And then I was like, I would literally tell her, I was like, oh man, I'm not going to say it because I'm still a bit traumatized, but get George to tell you the story about how, what happened in camping last weekend. Yeah, and she's like, oh, I've actually got George after you. I was like, oh, there you go.
I promised her I'd never do cat again. I did.
Oh, you didn't care without me.
Oh, brother, did we do ketamine?
No!
It was a bad time.
No!
We had a ket-induced acid trip that just completely, well, allegedly.
Oh, no.
But yeah, we were like 10 minutes in and we're like unable to control our fucking minds, mouths, bodies, anything. We're super glued onto this cunt's bull bar and just like, George, what the fuck is going on? And we've like figured out in the middle of being in a fucking cyclone of ketamine and acid, like, it must be the fucking ketamine.
But the good news is this will wear off.
Yeah, just skip to seeing two fucking yahoos on your bull bar at the dam just yelling at each other at 9 o'clock at night for no
Perfect.
reason.
It's Australia Day.
We've gone to like the hyperspace, like, you know, fucking Han Solo. Chewie, we're going to hyperspace.
Yeah, that's literally what it was. You couldn't see like a foot ahead of you. You know what I mean? Like, oh,
And one of my eye was fucking bung too.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
George,
You
is
really
what
leave
bung?
this alone.
Yeah. Well, I'll give you a call after we're done here.
Copy.
Have you got much on? Have you got much on tonight, or are you're working tomorrow? Obviously.
Working tomorrow. Tonight I was going to take Max for a walk and then go for a 10Ks. But what are you thinking?
Oh no, I've just got a bit of work to do in the workshop. I was going to see if you want to come around and have dinner here and hang out. But if you got a plan, that's cool.
Yeah, no, I've got to run Mac and run me. And, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess we can hang out for 2 weeks in Japan. That also works.
It's a good compromise.
Cool. All right, dude. Have fun. I'll talk to you.
See you, bros.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy at camping. It was genuinely like I had about an hour of being like, I'm full. I ended up passing out, and he just like kept on marching through it.
Champion.
He got a grind spark in his eye.
Oh yeah.
The day that we left Thursday.
What was he grinding?
Just something at work.
He's a carpenter.
I know.
He doesn't grind. He's wood. Strictly wood.
There's a massive hole in his story.
Yeah, something's going on.
Do you reckon he lied to us?
It's not lining up, man.
I could call him up.
Get him back.
Listen here, you.
Get him. You need to get a big hanging light here.
Oh,
Or a lamp, a pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on camera. You got to tell the truth.
Imagine interrogating people on the podcast.
That'd be. Well, that's the thing. As soon as you close that door and you lock it.
Oh yeah, it's just me, you, and the cameras.
Yeah, you're not getting out until I get my answers.
Dude, I always think about this like, because a lot of times I have people on the podcast that I'm meeting for the first time on the podcast, and there is nothing stopping me being weird.
Yeah, they're already like deep into your house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Or one deadbolt on the outside of that door.
outside and inside, so I can choose
Safety.
what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just like, I'm going to go take a piss. You walk out and you just hear the click behind.
I didn't want you going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're all comfortable in here? Good.
Get comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be here for a while.
Close the curtains and then do that. I love sending those pictures on Snapchat where you like put the phone on the ground and do the thing above the phone. It's like the last thing you see before the boot closes. But yeah, I stopped sending that to chicks because they started getting...
You started getting reported.
Yeah, and they're just like, I don't know, I added you because you're the black ink guy. And it's like, yeah, well, fucking you want the full story.
Black eye guy now.
It's a joke, by the way. That's a fucking... It's a funny podcast.
It's comedy.
We'll see. But...
The Corolla. I don't remember where we were at. I got the donor car. It was
got
perfect.
the donor car, yeah.
It was perfect.
You're in Perth. You've got it. Brought it
Picked it
back.
up,
Then
brought it home.
you're discussing the fucking whether we do it.
Oh,
here or
workshop. Yeah. So I ended up doing it at the workshop. Thank fuck, because it wasn't. So this is where we go back to the Verada. So the Verada was the first engine swap that I did, which I did do in my driveway. I did it in my shed.
Yeah.
With Dylan's help. He came over with all of his tools and basically we swapped it out. We ended up swapping it to a bigger engine, just a bigger block, but it was essentially exactly the same. So the block we got had gas run through the top end, garbage. We needed the top end from the old one. It was still good. I just had rod knock, like low end rod knock.
Yeah.
So I got like an
What
extra.
is rod knock? Where does that come from?
You got me on camera too, bro. Fucking so I don't know. It's obviously when your rod's in the engine banging. I know you get it from not having oil in your in it.
Yeah, but is the rod not the part below the head of the piston? Is that a rod or
Yeah.
is right? So wouldn't you get
Sits on
rod
the
knock from?
crankshaft.
Huh?
Sits on the crankshaft.
Right. So when you get rod knock from the head being detached from the piston and it hitting inside of the cylinder?
I think I don't know. I'm gonna probably get caught out for it as well. But I think no oil means it gets hot. Hot means it heats up, not lubricated, and then the knocking is it forcing itself through the cylinder. And
Yeah. So instead of it being like a perfect like up and down, it's kind of doing like rivets up and down.
So you go in dry and bust your banjo string?
Always.
It's basically
pretty much
that.
every time.
That's terrible.
Did to a flashlight the other day as well.
No way. That's nuts.
Yeah,
Let me see
can
it
you
after this.
imagine?
Let
Yeah.
me see it after this.
It's fucked, bro. Blood everywhere.
It's not
torn
clean.
open.
It's never been cleaned.
Yeah, my cock is still dirty. Allegedly.
Allegedly. But yeah, I don't know where it comes from. That's my guess, best guess. I think I got rod knock, fixed it. So that was basically pull the cunt out, slap the cunt back in. That took us, I think it took us 2 days. So Saturday, Sunday, bang, bang. And then I had a couple of issues, like teething issues, which took me another couple of blocks off to sort of figure out, which was just little things like leaking coolant and fucking blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But this wasn't that. This was a whole different can of worms. So this was... Like you think it's the same car, so it should be the same everything else.
Yeah,
But so obviously I knew I had to do the wiring loom, which had to go with the car. But then you have the EFI, so I had to swap the fuel tanks. There was
Hang on.
heaps.
So the wiring loom, do you just unplug everything on one car? Because a wiring loom is essentially just like it's like if you pulled all the veins out of a body and it had all the...
It'd be more like your nervous system.
Yeah. So you just like unplugging everything?
Yeah, so that's where I started in the engine bay, unplugging everything. And then... So the wiring loom goes through the engine bay and then in through your firewall, and then goes inside the car, and then it plugs into a bunch of shit in there. So I thought I just needed just that bit.
Right.
The other thing that I needed also from inside the car, which is why the dash is gone, is the internal loom as well. So that means I had to take the whole dash out, including the cluster
Yeah.
and everything, and rerun a new one through there. And then,
So can you put the old dash back in?
yeah, I will. I can and will. It's the same dash.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I had to swap I wanted to keep my original dash because it had an analog clock on it. Something that you know, like you only get those in fucking S-Class Mercedes these days.
Yeah,
you know,
huge.
it's
Some Porsches have them.
some.
Yeah. Not full analog. Are you talking about with hands?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. There's new Porsches that have them.
Yeah. All right. Well, my Corolla and then Porsches. The only two cars in the world that have these.
Yeah.
So I really wanted to keep it, but I mean, the other taco, the other head unit, it gives me a taco, which I desperately need. It gives me an engine light, which also very important. It will
Touch and go.
need to know. So
The only time you don't need it is when you're selling the car.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no lights on. You're all good. Oh, sorry. You might need fuel. You definitely need fuel.
Yeah, and a new engine.
Yeah.
'Cause I blew it up.
By the way, you have rod knock.
Don't know what it is. I googled it. Yeah. So all of that shit.
DR.
Are you trying to hit the DR?
Yeah.
Coming back at you, King.
I got round 2 in me. I'm gonna be
Pissing.
fucked up by the end of this
Just
conversation,
absolutely pissing.
bro. What do you call it? Drag myself out of here by my fucking short hair.
While the engine was out, I did a full rebuild. So that was my first engine rebuild where it wasn't just fucking slap and go. So there's
Rebuild just essentially like replacing all your fucking gaskets and shit like that.
Yep, all your everything, pretty much, like your spark plugs,
All your
all your
everything.
everything. So I did the remain
Yeah.
while it was off. Obviously, I got a new gearbox that I got rebuilt from a friend. Slapped that back on, put a new
What are you
clutch
talking?
in.
3-speed, 4-speed?
It's a 5-speed manual.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Is reverse up and over or below 5?
Oh, it's right and down. It's old school. Not this new pussy shit. Fucking lift up one and go past it. That's gay.
Yeah, that is super gay.
Even the Jazz doesn't do that. You know. Bang bang.
Yeah, just in case I want to snap 6 and realize I'm about to drop the fucking.
It's too hard to do rollbacks, man. To get your hand to do this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you need to be You need to be aggressively going
Yeah.
across. So.
Yeah, there's something about the old rollback, especially when you fucking roll back and then full lock and just fucking. It's easy to get fucking Macca strays and
Oh man.
lose your license at the front of the Southwest Sports Centre.
Don't do that.
Heaps easier.
Yeah, it's heaps easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned a XL gearbox to shrapnel doing rollbacks.
Oh yeah.
I actually had someone who's like, "How did you do that?" And I was like, "I was going pretty quick,
Yeah.
backwards for a bit."
With ease, dickhead.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I missed that car.
Yeah.
Flame decals up the side, the rolled guards.
There's
Shit was
something
hot.
about like an old school 2-door 5-window XL that just screams like, yeah, I got my P plates, I'm ready to go to Macca's. You know,
It was just the car you had. It was either that or like, bro, fucking Ford Festivas, special place in my heart, always.
I remember one dude who ended up fucking turning out to really dislike me for whatever reason. I forget now. I remember. I don't want to bring it up. But he had one of those Ford Focus RSs.
Yeah,
Fuck.
Very cool.
That thing was horny.
Very cool.
So quick. That was like the first time you're like, this is just a stock standard Fast 4.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like these come out angry.
yeah, ready to roll.
Oh, I mean, not like one of the. You got like Subarus and shit like that. Oh, like my first proper car was a yellow VRX Lancer 4-door.
Dope.
So cool. You know what I mean?
Yep.
5-speed manual. And like
It's
that,
basically, you watch enough Fast and Furious to call it an Evo. Like,
well, yeah, I mean, it's 3 badges off being an Evo.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
right
the
there.
badges were like fucking, I don't know, they were about $30 more than what I could afford at the time. So
$7 on eBay.
out of my price range. But yeah, it's like that. That was like, yeah, this is a cool, you know, I can put neons on this. I can put,
Yeah.
you know, side skirts that are mismatched color than the rest of the car. And as long as they're black or white, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You know, we can put a black bonnet on there, bonnet scoop. You know, all the natural upgrades you do that do literally nothing to the
If anything,
performance.
worse.
Oh, we devalued the car for sure.
Yeah, did us.
But then, you know, he rocks up and it's like, how much did you spend on your car? He's like, oh, look, it only cost me like $45,000.
His
My
RS.
car is worth 8.5, and this thing is, you know what I mean?
No, my car cost 8.5.
Yeah,
It's worth 2 at best.
yeah. But the point, well, I mean, Coop. I think he spent 45 on his Ute the other day, and that was a cheap P-plater car.
What, Coops for his new Hilux?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fucking crazy.
But, how old were you? Who's this person buying this RS? How old are they?
Oh, dude, we're all old now. I'm like 40-something years
Oh,
old.
I thought you meant like back then.
Yes, he bought the RS back then. That's what I'm saying. Like,
That's crazy.
we would have been like 19, 20, 21, and he spent that much money.
Bro, imagine being that old, being that much in debt, and still not owning a house.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fully.
That's wild. Wonder what he's up to.
Oh, man.
Oh, you know?
Oh, yeah, I was just going to I'll tell you.
Strictly need to know.
Oh god! I mean, there's some shit I will say on the podcast, and some
you
shit
can't
I
do
just
that, eh?
will not. Oh
Yeah.
fuck no! The likelihood of it getting back.
Fuck no. Yeah. It's not the issue that everyone's going to see the pod. It's anyone can see the pod. You know?
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
makes you like a victim at all times.
Man. And like I said before, the thing that will get you cancelled, I hate talking about the pod on the pod, but the thing that will get you cancelled, I've already said, you know what I mean? Like I've fully have disclosed
Way back there.
in all of those fucking solo pods. I mean, I did a full episode on my fucking OnlyFans trajectory.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I was thinking about this today. I was talking to a dude about something. And we were talking about things that you do when you're younger, and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter because, I'm sure I can get a face tattoo because I'm never going to get into politics. And then fast forward 10 years, and you've got a fucking political federal candidate, 2 of them on your podcast back to back.
Yep.
You know, like I've even looked at going into council myself. So it's like you really never know what's in the future. I can't believe that not that long ago, I had a fairly fucking poppin' OnlyFans page for gay dudes.
That's think about it. I'm sure you had this conversation with yourself a lot. If your number one clientele is gay dudes and you know that they're getting off to it, is that the gayest thing that you can do personally, or is that super hetero?
Dude, it like, okay, then it goes to this thing like, is masturbating gay because you're jacking off a guy?
Yes.
You know? Like that's...
Dead ass.
Dude, so if you're
Dead
like,
ass.
is the like, and also they know that I'm hetero.
Yeah, well, do you reckon that's hotter for him? Getting
Of
off on it?
course, dude.
Look at that cock I could never have.
Dude,
That's
100%.
mad.
Like
That's mad.
That's forbidden fruit shit, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that-
But also me doing it for money is forbidden fruit shit. Just by the way, my spiritual standing right now says that all of this is like, I don't condone it. I'm just making light of something that I did. I'm making this too serious. But you know what I'm saying?
Just fucking ease up a second. All you did was like 4 of 7 sins. You know? Sly work, dude. That's sly work.
In one day.
Yeah, in one post.
But yeah, it is one of those like, I fucking...
You never know what's ahead of you.
Yeah. And also like, I'm not that this is an advice podcast, but definitely like if you're not sure about what's in your future, like a lot of people when they're young, they know what they're going to do in their future, you know, but it's like if you're just like, oh, fuck it, I'll do this because I don't know what's in the future, it's like, bet on yourself.
Yeah.
You know? Like bet that something cool's coming. Don't bet on like, nah, I'll probably just be a loser.
Well, no one says that.
Yeah, you're not thinking of
No one's like, I'm going to grow up and be a loser. They're just going to be like, I'm never going to get over how cool I was in high school, you know?
Dude, and isn't that the truth?
Peaking in high school was a fucking really big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that I hope I didn't, you know? Sometimes I think maybe I did, but I'm doing all right.
I don't think I like peaked in high school. I think I did so much interesting shit before I was 20 that I was like that, like
Makes up for it?
skating and all this is like, oh, is that actually the peak? And then like I had my whole partying phase and then getting out of that and sort of like choosing a healthier life. I was like, that might have been the peak because I was doing crazy shit. I look at my average day now and I'm like, both of those things suck compared, not suck, they're character building, they were good, great for the time.
It's
But
just not who I am anymore.
no, my average day is literally bizarre. You know what I mean? Like we were talking a little bit before we got on the podcast, like having one of those guests reach out and be like, hey, we want to pay to monetize the clips of you guys in that podcast. It's
Who's going to pay to monetize these clips?
your engine swap, baby. You got to sell that old roller so we can put some money behind this.
Done.
Get some clippers.
clippers.
Yeah, it's a fucking weird reality to look back and go like, wow, I was actually like, that's part of my story.
It's progression, bro. At least you're not peaking. You don't hit one stop and then spend the rest of your life thinking back to how good it was back then, you know? It's evolution.
There's something there though, because you go like, if you go back 20 years and like you're on the trajectory that I'm on and you did some sort of like, you know, illicit adult content, whatever that is, you know, you're in a Playboy magazine, you do this, that kind of shapes your life. You know what I mean? That kind of shapes it excludes you from particular tables in the future.
What do you mean, like back then? Or
Back then?
Right.
I really think, like, for the people who matter, it actually creates more trust, opens up more doors, and gives you more sort of fiber in the conversation.
Well, the whole, like, you've brought this up to me heaps of times, but we've never actually spoken about it. And I've never be like, oh, I wonder what his ad is. I wonder what his, fucking cock and balls looks like. But it's just a thing that I know about you. I don't even lead with that.
Yeah.
It's just it's one of those things. It's like, it's an interesting piece of backstory that if you wanted to explore, you could do it, but it's not the most relevant part of who you are.
No,
It's it wasn't even a phase. It was just something you did for fucking a couple of bucks.
Yeah.
At least you didn't sell your Xbox to buy weed.
Yeah, that's wild.
Did you?
No.
Good.
No, but
yeah, sold your balls instead.
hang on, we'll do the Xbox thing. So is that a direct swap Xbox for weed, or is that
no?
selling?
It's one of those things like there was always that trashy kid, and he's like ends up like sells his 360, so for cheap, so he could go buy a fucking couple of sticks. It's like that is. As far as I'm concerned, growing up, that's the bottom of the barrel. That's when it's like just dog shit low.
Can you imagine being stoned and you like go to play the Xbox and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, can't. I just get stoned. I can't. Just smoked on my weed. What am I going to do? What am I going to sell? Got no Xbox.
Now I'm just a guy with no weed and no Xbox. Yeah, exactly. No bitches.
He's just a guy, man. He's just a fucking guy.
I might get some animated titties up.
3 fucking days, man.
Now we're
3
cooking,
fucking
baby.
days.
Let's go. Maid cafes are us.
Oh, and it's hard because everyone's asked me, and I've told them I'm going to Japan on Friday. Everyone's just asking me, are you excited? And it's got to a point now where I've gone past being excited, and then I'm overexcited, and then it's just, I'm getting sarcastic. I'm like, no, I might cancel it. And now, bro, it's fucking, well, that's what I mean. Like, oh, are you excited to go on this massive holiday with all your friends? Might been a day, like, of course I am. And now it's right there. Like, I just want to go and do stuff and have fun.
Yeah. Do stuff and have fun's right up there on my list of to do.
Actually, I might put it down right now. Do stuff. What's that in Japanese? Have fun.
I think it's the same thing, but with an accent. Like, do stuff.
Whoa, hang on.
Racist.
That'll get you canceled. I gotta get so much out of me before I get on that plane, man. You know what I mean?
Just like go to the ice. Don't. Oh my goodness.
Man. I did have something. It's gone.
Yeah, the fucking
typical.
Dude, can you believe? I'm literally in disbelief that as a 32-year-old, I'm going on an international trip with my friends, dude. Like, this is something that when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, we'll all get together.
Let's all go to Japan.
And we'll go to Japan and we'll go snowboarding and it'll be sick. And it's like where actually there's like 15 people going.
Yeah, it just got to a point where like, fuck it, book the tickets. The other there, you're not.
I like that also if you go around the group, everyone's like, can you afford it? It's like, fuck no.
Yeah, no.
I'm going there with like $1,800 to spend.
But I'm going to have fun.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to be with my friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to Peace Park in Hiroshima.
I can't wait to pull out the coin purse, bro. I'm actually at a point now where the coin purse goes so hard, I think I might actually just go and buy one for everyone.
You said that the other day.
And I mean it. Like, I'm like, because I look at it and I'm like, it's hitting.
I got about $520 in yen and just
all silvers. Like, you want that?
No, the gap between that and 1,000 is just the rest is in coins.
Yeah, that's what I said. I got currency from the post office last week, and I was like,
"Is that where you go to the post office?"
Well,
you have to order it.
I did. Well, that's the thing is, I went and ordered it, and she's like, I'll go on Friday, and she's paused, and she's like, it should be here in time. And I was like, I'll give you some. I'm not going to give you all of it.
Were they sending it from Japan?
Well, I don't fucking know, man.
They just call up the post office in Japan. They're like,
can we get some overnight yen?
Konnichiwa. I'll just email you and they're responding in Japanese like, I can't get it.
Yeah. They email you a photo and you just print it off 500 times. There's your 500 yen. Should be good.
Yeah, shit.
So hopefully that comes up in time. It literally just so that we can get from Narita to Shibuya with just in case something in pocket,
Yeah. Even Riz said, she goes, how much cash are you taking? I was like, probably like $7,000 or something. Like, just something pocket change.
Yeah. Just jacket money. Like 40,000 something.
What's the idea of having cash? I'm like, the same reason you always take $100 on you wherever you go, just in case.
Just in case.
From mates in need, $100. My cards don't work. Here's 100.
Yeah.
Getting robbed. Here's 100.
Yeah.
like $100 gets you out of most situations.
Dude, breakdancing at the bus stop. Have 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, you sure? Like, can't you deserve it?
Yes, I know you don't have change, man.
Yeah. By the way, get a new cardboard box.
Yeah. How do you pop and lock like that?
Yeah. Can you teach me? Do you know how to do the crip walk?
He's like, I'm 1/8 black. Of course I know how to crip walk.
Yeah. He's like, check this out. Now put your heels like this.
And then you fucking... Man, one day when I get exposed, my fucking YouTube searches will get leaked, and it's just literally going to be like
crip walk tutorial.
How to crip walk, and unironically, probably in there 130 times. Still can't fucking do it, man. Still can't do it. And the worst thing is I think I have a bit of a grip on it, and I bring it up to someone else, and like, yeah, I can crip walk, and they do like the most not crip walking thing that you could imagine. I'm like, that's not a crip walk.
That's a crab walk.
And and they'll be like, oh yeah, show me how to crip walk. Can't do it. So I'm like, nice crip walk, man.
I can't do it. Neither can you. Just rip it out
as I walk away. One of them.
Shit, I was watching this reel today on, I think it must have been Facebook because it went for like a minute and a half.
Huge.
And this dude is like, you can tell it's like a camera in a van that zoomed up on him, and he's like dripped out, wearing like Dior and shit. And he walks up to like these three dudes just chilling on their porch, and he like walks up he's just like, oh man, like you guys know where this story is, and they're like, no, there's no story around here. And they're like looking at him, like looking at the clothes he's wearing, and like without even looking at each other, they know what they get. Like they're like, we're robbing this guy.
Yeah, dead ass.
One of them like walks around the back of this dude, and like he starts like approaching him. He's just like figuring him out. It's like, you know, you walking, you don't have a car, like you alone, where you going, where you come from, like what's the go, rah rah rah. Like you wearing them clothes, you wearing that jewelry, and they're like, yeah, we're about to wear that shit. And he's like, are you about to buy some? And he's like, yeah, we're about to buy some. And then like literally as like you're at the thing, you're like, oh, he's gonna let him know that it's a joke or something. So
yeah,
this dude pulls out like, I'm not saying an AK-47, it's like an AK-47 looking gun. He's like, whoa, fuck, and then he's like, as he's going to run back, the dude's already behind him and catches him. He's like, you're not going anywhere, champion. And they like go to start taking his clothes off and taking his shoes off, and they pull up and they're like, you're wearing a fucking wire? He's like, man, it's a prank. And then the thing cuts off. I'm pretty sure dude either had a heart attack or he's in the same position as the odometer guy right now. Bro, he's dead as fuck.
Yeah, dude, that's not a prank.
That's a shit prank to do.
That's a suicide mission. It's like, who got pranked there?
Man, but the thing is though, like I'm happy to prank people if they're in a position to be pranked.
You know what's a good prank?
What's that?
Look at that.
No, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, see, that's fucking hilarious, man.
That's right up there.
One of these down low.
Huge.
You get someone. Or literally, even as you walk up to someone, you frown and point, and you watch them turn. You just laugh. You're like, you fucking idiot,
dude. You fall for anything, huh?
Yeah. It's a crip walk. Yeah. Imagine crip walking in Japan, man.
Huge.
I'll never know.
I want to know what the. Nah, I don't. I was gonna say like, what's it like? Japan is so highbrow. I'd love to know what the organized crime situation is like.
Nuts. Have you seen the Toyota Centuries? V12 engine? Like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Like, the mafia cars, stuff like that. Like, they are... I've seen Tokyo Drift. I know what's going on over there.
True.
Business.
I've seen that too.
It's business.
I've watched it about 45 minutes through about 9 times. I've never finished it.
I did the math. I can watch it 6.5 times on the plane with a 5-minute nap in between.
Oh, shit.
I wonder if you know.
Yeah, I hate the fact that we're going to be on a plane for so long.
I'm not bothered.
No?
I'm not bothered. I plan. I've got it all planned out. I'm gonna have a kilo of jerky that I'm gonna make myself. No headphones, like no phone. I'm just gonna
RD.
I'm just locking in, you know, and just disassociate essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not that bothered. Zoe was saying to me the other day, she's like, I can't sleep on the plane. Like you sleep on the plane, because as soon as I see the big trees turn to little trees, I get a little bit sleepy, and I'm like that.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I was like, you've been on
that photo of you we got.
So I'll be sleeping, man.
It's going to be the title for this fucking podcast.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, said to her, you've been on a plane to Bali, from Bali, and one from Bali to Surabaya. Like, you know, like we're going to be on a plane for 8 hours, and then at 11:30, which is essentially midnight, we're going to be on a plane for 7 more hours. It's like, you're going to get some sleep.
Yeah.
Or I will put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Joke.
With the name tag.
Yeah.
You're in my will now, Grandma.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll play some fucking games. I usually take 5 puzzle book. Love me a crossword, bro. And then when I get bored of that, I'll fucking close my eyes for a bit. I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
I'm not bothered. The flight back.
Oh, who cares about the flight back?
That's the one that sucks ass.
That's next year.
That's for nothing.
Yeah. I'll probably like my plan is I'm gonna have a couple brewskis.
Oh, you're gonna get shit faced.
I'm gonna get blind, and then I'm gonna get real restless on the plane. Mm-hmm. I'm talking
make a scene,
actual wrestling.
Maybe a Burger King crown. Say the N word. Hey, huh?
Yeah, N word goes without saying. The Burger Crown. Yeah, I might have to write that down.
Yeah, I got you. K. Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually a C, brother.
Yeah. But I'm thinking maybe some Fireball premixes. Get a 4-pack, 2 for Aiden, 2 for
throw
me.
it up. Stop with the Fireball.
No, it's good. We're going to link arms while we drink it. Maybe feed each other's, I don't know. That'd be cool.
Whatever comes up.
Yeah. And then yeah, pretty much just, you know, I'll ask Riz, like, how was the cruise? And then about 8 minutes into that, little nap. And then hopefully wake up, Shibuya, you know?
Well, hang on. We got a whole stopover in between.
Yeah, cool. I told you, two cans. I'm going to be gone, brother.
Some leftover ketamine. Carry me, motherfucker.
Well, this is the thing. Japan is no fucking around with narcotics. In
Japan.
I
did. You followed the podcast, and I give it a listen. It's very interesting.
Oh, you listened to it?
I think I got 75% of the way through it, and then I was doing something at work. I was driving a truck.
Yeah.
Listened in, and I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
I already know what a Bengoshi was. Thank you, Duolingo.
The story is
Nuts.
wild.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty comfortable. I reckon I could definitely go for 2 weeks anywhere and not like, man, I really need to get some drugs in me.
Oh, I thought you meant you're okay as in you could live in jail for 3 months. I'm
just
not
gonna,
okay with that.
Yeah, I'm just not going to fucking do it, you know?
Oh, dude, there is like, I'd have no problem with me and you not doing it. I
Yeah.
strictly have a problem with our company.
Yeah.
And like literally it'll be like fucking 11:30 one night. It's like, nah, man, look, this guy's all right, eh? Like, no, he's not.
Told me his name in English, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think everyone's pretty good. Like, it's one of those things where you're like, I just like, if we just go in with the strict rule that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, don't, bro. We don't need to. We can have enough fun without it.
Yeah,
Definitely. If you want to, like, go to Bali. I mean, if it's in front of me, I'll fucking.
I must admit, I've definitely changed my fucking entire outlook on all of that. Like, I used to go, like, obviously it was before, it was like just a given, you know, allegedly. Every time you do something, you're like,
I've heard that if you party, you do drugs.
yeah.
I've heard
And then it turned into like, okay, now it's like kind of like an event thing. Like, okay, you're cool. Like, happy to do it when there's a real reason to do it.
Yeah.
We were talking about this in the last podcast.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
I'm like pretty much off the train, especially after last weekend. Like, we're having a good time.
And then
You
the
know,
ketamine comes out.
Well, no, it wasn't the ketamine. It's like, oh, you know, we're just chilling allegedly, and
I've heard that you were chilling.
had like half a fucking tab of acid that found on the ground.
Are you being serious?
Yeah,
You found acid and you were like, let's take it.
well, I found it 3 years ago in my house.
Oh, cool. It's safe. I thought
Yeah.
you meant like bush acid.
No, I wouldn't.
Imagine doing the drips on a leaf. You're like, oh, this is going to fuck some cunt up.
Heavy.
Heavy.
Yeah, if anyone ever eats this leaf.
It's over. Poor wombat, you
Yeah.
know?
But no, and then like forgot about it.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, found some ketamine on the ground and then it was like, did that. And then only in the like 10 minutes later, like, so you think it's like it's all good. I literally had this little bag, this like little see-through like duffel bag thing, like tiny,
Yeah.
right? And the dice, the cards, a pair of keys and a cord was in there. And I'm like, I'll go get the dice. And I'm like having some trouble walking. I'm like, that's new.
Yeah.
And I get the bag and I'm like going to it. I'm like, I can't find the dice in here.
Were they in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I like taking it back. And I'm like, the dice are in there. And they're like, yeah, they're there. And I was like, cool. And they're like, so you want a game? I'm like, yeah. And I throw the thing on the table. I must have got 3 threes.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it, they're like, oh my God, like obviously keep those. I'm not looking at the dice. I'm like, can't navigate what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I'm in trouble. I'm going to
You
go.
ever did it? You ever done it?
And I've like looked at George and I'm like, I got to get out of the, because we're in like this camper trailer. He's like,
In someone else's camp trailer?
Yeah.
Like just a stranger?
Aiden's new camper trailer.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Shout out to bro.
And then he's like, yeah, I got to get out of here too. And then just skip to just arm in arm. My arm holding onto the bull bar.
Who's Bulba?
Just someone's.
Yeah, that's what I was like sort of leading to. Like it was just someone's.
Just someone's, yeah.
Yeah.
So I got George under my arm. He's got his arm around me, and then his other arm is also holding onto the bull bar.
Yeah.
And we're just fucking gripped on, you know?
Just holding on.
Just neck veins,
Just
bro.
slowly losing grip on
Just-
reality
Yeah,
together.
just yelling at each other like,
Yeah.
what's happening? And also having full non-verbal communications as well. Yeah.
If that was my car, bro, I would whip out my Bugger Salt 2.0 and I would buckshot you with rock salt till you died.
You wouldn't understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, you probably had a fucking pretty good idea. You know what I mean? Yeah, just the sweaty, clammy.
No, as in me, you wouldn't
Oh,
understand
yeah.
what if I was getting shot, I'd be like, I can't respond. I don't even know if this is offensive to me.
Does this hurt or tickle? I can't tell.
We went past the I might be stuck like this phase.
Yeah,
We were fully in
just
like
in it.
whoa, whoa, whoa. We're
Wow.
in that stage.
That's wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fuck. I remember like cut 2 from there, getting to the back of the van, and like I'm in my van, and I'm like just like wet from swimming in the thing, and I've just like laid down on my mattress, and I'm like, oh, George is out there somewhere, thinking like that's outer space, not like George is out in the camp. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I remember we made the plan together to come to the van, and it's only me right now.
Yeah, you left him behind.
So yeah, so I'm like man down. I've like sat up, and I'm like, George's gonna have to figure that out by himself and lay back down again.
Sorry, George. No,
I was
two
hurt.
out.
I
Two
was
gone.
hurt. Yeah.
No.
And it's like, bro, like, I love having a good time. A good time's great. You know what I mean? But I think I'm at that point now where that's not a good time.
No, bro, no one thinks that getting stuck in a fucking K-hole mid-acid trip is a good time.
Dude, ketamine-induced acid is...
Nuts.
Yeah, I don't... Obviously, none of that happened. Dude, you got to stand up and fart into the mic if you're
I
going to
was
fart.
thinking about it. I was like, is it chill if I rip nard in here?
Dude, never not rip nut. I'm going to check this dog. Stay there for a second.
All right, I'll just hang out.
I'm just going to
Let me just get one more out of me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I saw, thinking about you guys camping on the dam, I was like, fuck, that sounds like a lot of fun. Really wish I could go. Hearing these stories, kind of glad I didn't go, you know what I mean?
Oh, dude, there was a full 3 days before that. That was sick.
Yeah.
Like, Thursday was great. We walked up. Literally, we're the only people on that side of the dam.
Beautiful.
Unreal. And then you just watch all the stupid cunts rock up after work, like, doing the thing, you know what I mean? And we're like, we're already established. We basically live here. This is our postcode. Fuck off, you know? And
like, we flew here.
Dude, we were doing crazy shit. Like, we had one of the crew showed up Friday morning because we got there Thursday afternoon.
Roger.
And he had a boat. So to like really section off our area, like we got him to park over there, like on the other side of our shit, and then put his boat in between there, like his car and our car, and then put his boat trailer way over there. So we just...
It's like a fort.
Yeah, it's like real estate.
Like, fuck off.
Yeah.
This is my fence line.
I can smell it.
Yeah? Yeah. The nard.
It's not a bad nard.
I can't smell it. Like I said to you, like I probably had like 75 grams of protein like before I got in the car to come
you had more
here.
than what your body can absorb.
It's fine. It was delicious. Because
I give a fuck.
I knew I wanted to have the oat because I was hungry, thirsty.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to wash it down with a protein bar, but then I knew that I also had shaved asogno in the fridge. So
Bro.
handful of that over the kitchen sink, shirt off, life's good. Ready to rip nard.
There's something animalistic about knowing you've got this
Right
in
up
the
there with
fridge.
shitting and coming.
Right up there with shitting and cum. That's what I'm talking about.
Just like to grab the best thing about Christmas ham. The Christmas ham, once you get down to the end of the bone and it's the meaty bit that you can't chop, you get to pick it up like fucking grognack and just
Yeah.
like that, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I just like, the chalky milk, the
Cocabella.
yeah, Coca-Cola.
Cocabella.
Knowing that you've got more than half of that in the fridge.
It drives you feral.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was the Nature Valley 20% fruit flavored lollies, 20% less sugar, whatever they are. The lemon ones, bro. I crack those bad boys, have one or two, laying down in bed, and it's like,
Can you crank hog to one of those?
I can crank hog to fucking anything, mate.
Really?
No, I can crank hog to most things,
Yeah.
but I don't. It's a choice,
Yeah, true.
you know?
It's a seed retention thing, eh?
It's not even the retention, bro. I just don't want to fucking... I think it was for a while. Remember I jumped on zinc supplements? Ever told you about when I jumped on zinc?
No.
That was nuts, dude. I saw online that apparently if you rip zinc, it just makes you come huge.
Really?
Like just massive nuts.
Thicker loads.
Yeah, and I was like...
That was my nickname in high school.
Thicker loads.
Yeah, with an A.
Mine was
Thicker.
brain damage. So I started ripping zinc and busting these huge nuts, and I was like, I wonder what happens if you mix this with semen retention. And so I just didn't crank down for a week.
What a fucking combination.
Honestly, bro, this was a couple years ago, and I held on to it for a little while, and then I remember like I needed the release, and it's basically like me in the fucking bathroom of the rental, the pink sink, foot up on the bench,
Really?
pointing straight down, ripping it, and bro, it was a fucking buckshot. Yeah, it's like half a liter just fell out. Like I come so hard, I thought I was pissing, dude. It fucked me up.
I got a third ball in here.
Yeah, it just sort of like I imagine that's what a female's orgasm feels like because I just stood there, just shuddering,
Just doing the most beta sound. Just
yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, so-
Leg up is fucking
dude.
psycho though.
Straddle,
Yeah.
straddle. It's the whole like you got to crank down. Look, like I can't come unless I'm making eye contact with myself. Like I got to be looking at myself in the mirror. You know.
Yeah, I must admit, it's fucking overwhelming when you see yourself in those moments. You're like, oh, this is what she deals with.
You pig. When your legs up as well, you can see like the hairs from your gooch.
Yeah.
It's very confronting.
Right there, when you're done, you're just like, oh, fucking on the mirror. You're disgusting.
Clean that up. I clean it up.
Yeah, clean that up. Yeah, did you get the wating on the...
No, it was literally just like bang.
That's nuts.
Bang, bang.
I was going to say all one hit. Like
Nah,
how
it
many
was like
pumps
it
were we
was like a
talking?
surge of like it was bro. Just fucking start taking zinc and stop coming for a little while. You know what I mean?
I can do one of those if you want.
Do one and then the other.
Pick one.
Zinc.
I'm already on it, actually.
Yeah, for real. So you know.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't...
Well, you would have started taking zinc supplements for your fucking OnlyFans videos, right? Surely.
Nah,
No.
dude, I wasn't that deep.
No, didn't rabbit hole like that.
Dude, I was fucking more into like swapping feet pics for new pairs of shoes. You know what I mean?
Man, I got a mate feet pics for Christmas. That was the best thing I did for him. There was someone who said that they were like selling feet pics, like DM me, and he basically, it was like a backwards and forwards, and he goes like, I can't be paying for feet pics unless, you know, I get a sample, you know, and so boom, foot pic, boom, screenshotted, boom, deleted.
Wow.
So I don't even know she was like just someone out there.
Wait, is this a girl or a boy?
It was a girl on Facebook, just somewhere. I saw it, viral thread.
A girl's feet sucks, bro.
It went for me.
Yeah,
Not for him.
Yeah.
He was very thankful.
Could you crank hog over a man's foot?
No, how vascular are we talking? Hobbit
Put it
toes.
this way, could you crank hog over my foot?
No. We're brothers, bro. I couldn't crank hog over you, dude.
Yeah, true.
That's wild.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know until I asked.
Were you trying to crank hog over my feet?
I probably wouldn't if I had the choice. If I had to, I'd do it. You know what I mean? It was like gun to your head, obviously do it. For money, I'd probably do it for like, I don't want to shoot too low, maybe like $7,000.
That's $7,000.
$7,000's huge.
You'd crank hog to my feet for $7,000.
Yeah.
What about $50?
Oh fuck!
Tell you, you know what?
There's a week, is it?
Hey, there's a bit of leeway because all I brought was 100.
I'm gonna need change.
Yeah.
Nah, I think that'd be a fucking dude. To be honest with you, like, it's fucking. I think the older you get, the more emotional connection you have with crank and hog. You know what I mean?
It's like a special little you time.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not. Sorry, not emotional connection to the act of it. It's emotional connection to the thing that is assisting the hog cranking. I don't know why that sounds so funny.
Just say you love your wife, dude. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not on that gay shit.
My flashlight's pretty good too.
Yeah, well, it was. Yeah. No, I just feel like I don't know, like when you're 18, you just kind of like, you know, a warm breeze and like the scent of some cheap perfume. You'll be like, oh, I can definitely bust one to this.
First time I came, bro, I thought I pissed myself. And I remember this. I remember very vividly. If you want to take this trip down memory lane with me, it was the summer of 2012. Dad just got me an iPod Touch for Christmas. Oh yeah, for real. I had real bad sunburn, so I was sleeping in the lounge room.
Plot twist.
Because there's cooler in there. I was on my new iPod Touch, listening to the Offspring Self-Esteem, and I was fucking just cranking it because
I'm there.
Because I was doing it a little bit because it was feeling good and shit.
Yeah.
But I never came. I'd heard about it, myths, you know, whispers around the classroom.
Yeah.
And then, I was like, this feels really good, but I think I'm going to pee. And then just a couple more, and then fucking boom, just nutted everywhere. And it took me a second, give the old like.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's not piss. I know what piss tastes like.
Literally, imagine like laying on my side because my sunburn hurts. Self-esteem's cranking, like headphones in, and I'm like, it's calm! Like a eureka! That was my aha moment.
Your dad comes and pulls the headphone out of your ear and he's like, yeah, get off the fucking couch.
We're all in here trying to watch a movie.
Toby Maguire's on the TV.
The train scene though with the face, and we're all making the same face. Yeah. And then as soon as I could figure out I could do that, man, it was like 3 times a day, like without question.
Oh, brother, you stay in that phase for like 12 years.
A long time. Like there was times I cranked it so hard that blood came out the end, and I was like, well, that's enough for today. I'll try again tomorrow.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I get it.
7 is too much.
Yeah. Wind it back to 6.
Yeah, I must admit, that's the craziest part about that whole phase of your life is you're just like, am I a fucking crazy man or is everyone doing this?
Yes. I mean, I feel like I was pretty open about it. I was telling everyone. I was like, you know that you can beat it till you pee, right? And it's nuts. But there's some people very, very secret at comers. It got to a point where I asked someone if they cranked off and they said no. I was like, that's fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I do remember those dudes in school that are just, like you'd be talking about it very candidly and they'd be like, no, I don't do that. And it's like,
or they'll be like, I think that's gross.
What the fuck, Greg?
That's fucking gay, dude.
Dude, that's
gay.
That is literal gay.
Widowy.
Man.
But now...
Widowy.
Widowy, so gay. But I barely crank hog now, I grew out of it.
Yeah, I must admit, for me, it's like it's not anywhere near as frequent as what it used to be, but it's definitely one of those things that you just like, it's a reset button for some occasions. It's just fucking, when you do it, you're like, oh, I forgot this is this powerful in this scenario.
Forgot how easy it is.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when you really need to do it and you get like a split second in the shower, you can just rub it out.
Dude,
you can
fuck a shower crank.
Shower crank, like I can rip out a shower crank sometimes. Like
just stomp it down.
Yeah, but like you can get one out of you in like 12 seconds if you need to. Like you can just pump it out.
Dude, That's a crazy thing. You just like if it's been a minute, you can literally like just slap it against the leg, and you're like, oh,
yeah, I forgot I could be doing that. Like, God damn!
You're looking around, like, that was
me. Whose cock is that? Hello.
I've been having too much zinc lately.
Who went in the chat right here? There's like just like a spider web and a crack in the glass. You're like, I fucking
back to the Tommy McGuire.
Yeah, that's how I be in the shower. Double down on the zinc.
Yeah, I'm on the zinc now to protect my immunity system.
Your immune system?
My immunity system.
And what's the difference between an immune system and an immunity system?
One starts with N, one starts with I. I'm talking about an immunity system.
What's a immunity system?
Immunity system.
Immunity.
Immunity system.
Run me through it. Let me hear it. This is your Rod knock. Well, I don't know exactly what it is.
It's kind of like when the piston.
Hey, Wolf, don't paraphrase me, bitch.
Come here, come on. Oh goodness, hello.
I'll Google this afterwards, and if I'm right, bro, if I'm right, I'm
immunity?
No, the fucking Rod knock. Immunity. Speaking of New Moon, actually, since it came up organically, like I said before, bro, I sped run through the Twilight series.
Oh yeah,
crazy. It was
talking books or
no. What the fuck? Yeah. What do you mean?
I didn't think you slept.
No, you fucking idiot.
Boy,
no. I watched the movies like a normal person.
Yeah,
because I'd watched the first one years and years ago, and Zoe doesn't like to watch movies, and the other night it was just like
too long.
Hot afternoon. Yeah, no attention span. Yeah. TikTok, brain rot. I was like, let's watch a movie and just chill out. She goes, oh, that sounds really cool. But it's not like, I'm not watching Interstellar or Speed Racer or, it's like, well, what about Twilight? We'll run that up. And I was like, oh, really good. I know that there's more movies. Let's watch the next one. Fantastic. Really, really liked it. Like the CGI sucks. The acting's horrible. The storyline's full of plot holes. I love it. It was really good. And then, watch the part one, I guess. Have you seen them?
No.
Oh, bro.
Shit sucks.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Pretty good.
Twilight.
I started it, had to finish it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the journey, but then the last two movies sucked ass.
Do you rate like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Do you rate Harry Potter?
Didn't rate The Hobbit. I don't like Harry Potter. I like the nostalgia of Harry Potter, like the first three. I didn't actually finish the series, so I don't think I watched Deathly Hallows.
Oh, I don't think like everyone who started Lord of the Rings has finished Lord of the Rings, but not everyone who started Harry Potter has finished Harry Potter.
Because it ended up sucking in the end.
Dude, you get to a point where you're just like,
who gives a shit, dude?
It's the same thing over and over.
The movie came out when I was 8 years old. When I was 8 years old, there was 4 movies, and one of them was Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Happy Gilmore, Harry Potter, Shrek,
Major Pain.
Oh, Major Pain.
That was mine. Those are my 4.
I was all like Adam. That whole like Happy Madison.
Billy Madison Productions.
No, Happy Madison.
Happy Madison.
Yeah,
Billy Madison's the movie. Yeah. Sorry.
And Happy Gilmore 2 is out this year on Netflix.
It's probably gonna suck.
I don't know. There's definitely like those guys. You got to think they were the comedy fucking industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they like literally it was like everything they made. You're like, this is gonna slap. Like Little Nicky, Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. I mean.
Okay, Jack and Jane, fucking Pixel, fucking, like progressively,
bro,
falling off over time.
Yeah, all right, I'll give you that. You got to make a decision. Either go see him or come sit on my lap.
It's one of those things I'd love to be wrong about.
Have you seen The In-Betweeners?
Yeah, of course.
TV series?
It's hilarious. And
I
the movies.
rewatched that front to back yesterday.
It's fucking hilarious.
There is so many fucking quotes in there that I didn't realize
Dude,
from that.
What puts me in a spiral every time I just think about it is they're like when Jay's in the kitchen and he goes, "Oh, do something funny then." He just because you can't do it, and it's never funny. Yeah. It's fucking hilarious.
Dude, how's when he's on the bus and he's talking to the new chick and they're going to Swansea or something, and then the other dude, Simon, comes in and starts talking to her, and then she like kind of makes a joke and he goes, "Feisty one you are." And she's like,
"Oh, it's Will."
"What? Feisty one you are?" And then she's like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "It's Yoda." And
yeah.
I was doing it for like half an hour on the bus. She goes, "Oh, I thought there was something wrong with you." That's one of those things, like, as you're watching it, he's such a good actor that you're like, shut up, Con.
Yeah, you get the secondhand embarrassment. It's in between is always just.
I forgot.
Me too.
Forgot.
Forget about it all the time.
Fucking the headmaster is so funny.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, maybe I can write a memo." He's like, "And I'll put it in your pigeon box." He goes, "Yeah, do that. My pigeon box is any bin inside around the school. Put it in that and I'll get it." Yeah. Got him.
Fucking suck it, bitch. Yeah, quality. But then there's two. Like I always forget about the series because like, there's the 2 movies right there.
Yeah,
and they're great on their own. You know what I mean?
Are they on Stan as well?
They'd be on something.
Because I got pissed off because like I'll go to sleep Normally, I've been like for the past fucking 2 years, been listening, like going to sleep, watching The Office.
Right.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I found the In-Betweeners. I'm like, I found a new thing, and then I started it yesterday and finished it in bed last night. And I went to put on this morning. I'm like, there's fucking 3 seasons.
Yeah.
They just got sick of making awesome shit. And they're like,
You've run out of jokes, man. You know.
The Office did pretty well not to.
Season 7 and onwards is pretty average.
Hang on, relax. No, you're talking when Michael leaves and then fucking... When Will Ferrell's there, horrible. Hate that character.
Sucked us.
When Robert California enters the chat, that is when... Dude, so much of my character building as a person, as a man, comes from The Office, and a lot of that acumen comes from the character of Robert California.
Okay.
I
don't think I stuck long enough.
Oh, man.
Once Ferrell popped, I dipped. I don't like him as an actor.
Yeah. How else would you like him?
I wouldn't like him at all.
All right, fair bump. But yeah, when Robert California comes in, he like literally every metaphor that he makes with everyone in the show is sexual.
Yep.
And then every now and then he's like, would you like what is it? Would you like an animal metaphor or a sexual metaphor? And he goes, oh God, please the animal metaphor. And he goes, when 2 animals have sex. He goes, actually, you know what? You're going to want the sexual metaphor for this one. But yeah, it's just, it literally is like, I don't know, the American Office, and like this is one of those things where a lot of people just like kind of like mechanics listening to us talk about Rodnock, like shut the fuck up.
Shut up.
The American Office, I feel like, is such a well crafted artistic.
I agree up to a point.
Yeah,
you know, I thought it was perfect for a long time.
Yeah,
and then it definitely.
But it's also one of those things as well. I feel like the more you watch it, the more you get inside jokes from seasons before.
It's like you got to watch it again.
Yeah.
And then you got to watch it again.
Yeah. You don't get that from the Twilight series.
No. Well, I'm never going to watch it again. That's what I'm saying. Like I got through it.
Prove
Bro,
it.
All right, start the clock. You know, I'll tell you when to stop it when I watch the next Twilight movie.
All right, I'll just get a timer going.
It'll be infinite. There's an infinite amount of time between now and then.
Should I have already started or now we'll do?
Should have started when I finished it yesterday afternoon.
Well, we'll start it now, and then tell me when you watch it next, and we'll backlog it like fucking 26 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah, okay, cool, fine. Right. But it'll never happen because I'm never going back.
Plus 26 hours.
All right, keep those in your notes. Hope you log those properly.
All right. I'm glad there's multiple timers on the...
Yeah, right? What, have you got a few going? A couple of Twilight mentions?
Yeah. Also, like the time that Riz said she would never... Fuck, I wish I had something loaded. That would have been a good time to drop a joke. Fucking hate myself.
Yeah, oh well. Maybe in the next one, mate. Maybe in the next one. Oh, I forgot. Shout out to my pop. It's his second year being 69. It's his birthday.
Really?
Happy birthday, pop. Yep.
Sick.
Yeah, he's not 70, 69 again.
We can sing happy birthday if you want.
Not doing that. Let's just keep going.
Oh.
What?
When Skylar sings happy birthday in Breaking Bad.
Oh, I got to watch that again. I really do.
Dude, that's why you can honestly... Twilight series, never again.
No.
Breaking Bad, once every 3 years.
Yep. Perfect. Heaps of other shows with great rewatchability. Trailer Park Boys, The Office, like you mentioned. Fucking what is it? The fucking Canadian one. Don't worry about it. That one's good too.
Can you crank hog to Skylar White singing happy birthday?
I couldn't crank White to Skylar. She is a
$7,000.
$7,000.
Yeah. Me and all the boys.
Just her singing happy birthday.
Yeah, but you have to finish.
Does she say Gage or does she say?
No, she says
Todd.
Yeah, whatever his name is.
It's a shit name.
Yeah, it's like such a like. Shut up.
Doesn't she say Mr. President? She does.
Oh,
yeah, she does.
Yeah.
Get the clip up.
Yeah. I was gonna get up before, and I'm like,
no. Yeah, it's bad.
Fuck! I literally opened the clock app 4 times in a row. Just said.
What else you got on there, huh? Nothing. I got nothing yet.
You're a minute 44 into the count up, I should say.
Swag.
Skylar White, happy birthday. It's funny because I've searched this heaps before.
Why are you doing that to yourself?
Oh,
so many different scenes you could be watching.
Anyone's birthday.
Bro, watching Jesse Pinkman's girlfriend overdose on heroin, that's a better scene than Skylar singing happy birthday.
That's such a good scene.
That fucked me up a little bit.
That's one of those scenes where you're like, damn, I don't even have to watch the episode up to that. I can just cry off that scene.
Dude, it's like, it's not murder, but it's not, you know? Walter's a bad dude.
Yeah, he is.
I feel very, very sorry for you.
By the way, there's already 15 seconds into this because the last time I watched it, that's when I closed off.
It was ages ago, and
Oh, right in there.
I'm enormous now.
Oh, she's pregnant too. Or fat. Pregnant. Whose kid? His.
Yeah, Walter's.
Yeah. Oh, Walter Jr.
Come on, these candles getting waxed all over the place.
Oh, I hate
Shut
when
the
that happens.
fuck up, Stacey. I'll put the glasses on for this.
Oh, yeah. No, don't.
Happy birthday
What?
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
You can hear him fucking throbbing in his pants.
That's my heartbeat, bro.
Oh, sorry, man. Sorry, it's racing.
Birthday to you.
Can you imagine that in real life, though? What the fuck?
That's nuts. Why'd you do that to me?
Yeah, like, honestly, that's just happened in real life. You'd be like, so Skylar's fucking the boss? Or,
Yeah. No one's like, oh, wow, they're such good friends.
or that was good? Like,
Yeah.
no one's like, oh, that was good.
You're like, Walt's a cuck?
Yeah, true.
That's wild.
In the meantime, like, at that very moment, he's just, like, in a fucking camper van cooking meth.
He's there doing the monologue again. He's like, I am the one who watches.
Dude, I remember the first time seeing that just being like, fuck, I might want to be a bad man when I grow up. That was not. Yeah,
Makes me
I'm the
wanna
one
tote
who,
guns
I
and
just
shoot
got that. I'm the
dice.
one who watches. That's
Yeah.
good.
Oh, you got that? Yeah, cuck reference, like just hanging there like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, true.
Left me
Just
hanging, bro.
Airball.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a shit.
I got $100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, get to fucking camp the other day. We literally fucked around, not a lot, but enough. The night we're meant to be like Thursday.
First night fever.
Knock off work. It's like, oh, we still got to go to the shops, get all the shit, go to the fucking bottle-o, buy $1,000 worth of piss, standard, and Coop needs a new battery for his car.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we're getting to this.
So-
Swag.
We get his so he goes and buys a new battery, and like the first place we're like, we need a fucking auxiliary battery.
Well, hang on. This is his brand new Hilux.
Yeah,
What year is it? Do you know? 17-ish?
yeah.
Esque?
Yeah.
So, okay, but he hasn't bought it from a dealership. He's bought it privately. Okay.
And the second battery in it is dead.
Oh, it was a secondary battery that you bought?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and this is also like, I'm going in with no information. It's like, oh, Coop needs a new second battery. It's like, okay.
Oh, to the guy in the shop?
No, that's like what the information we
Oh,
have.
so we're getting a battery.
So we're going to the first place, and he's like, oh, do you have the old battery? And we're like, nah.
Do you know how many cold cranking amps it may output?
What? No.
Also,
Like,
no.
no.
I know it's a 12 volt.
Did you take a picture of it? It's like, no, you can't.
No.
I've given you all the information I've got.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, well, they're all a little bit different. It's like, well, you know, I'm sure there's some, whatever, fucking whatever. Mechanic's still going like, you guys are. So we go back, get the car. He goes to another place. None of this is important. He gets a battery, but doesn't get it fitted, right?
Long story short.
Long story short, fucking who cares? So we get to camp. We set everything up. We're like, right, we change his battery before we fucking have any drinks and before
Right,
the
because
sun
he's
goes
got
down.
like an angle set up in the back.
Yeah,
that
whatever.
he
Something
needs
that needs whatever.
power.
So we're like, cool. And it's one of those second batteries where it's like, obviously not just fucking right there where you take off two clamps, pull off the butterfly wings and off you go. It's like tucked under the... So anyway, you've got to take out this and that. And
It's a fuck around.
it's a fuck around. So anyway, George pulls it out. There's, your positive cables at the back of the bonnet and the negative cables at the front of the bonnet, one of which goes straight to the body.
Right, that's
Checks
the
out.
negative.
Cool. So I look at that. I'm like, oh yeah, cool. And like, I'm kind of there, but I'm more invested in how it has to maneuver out than the cables, because obviously the positive cables stay together, negative cables stay together. So they're fucking around. I'm like, no, you've got to like twist it up and out. And if I push here, it will work. So they're like, cool. Do that. The battery comes out. Then put the new battery in, and it's got two sets of terminals on it. So like fat ones and then ones that are skinny and threaded.
Right.
The skinny
terminals.
Yeah.
Oh.
And the threaded terminals come with wing nuts on them.
Oh, I understand.
And they're slightly different sizes.
Okay.
So you shouldn't be able to fit
the negative
positives on
onto
the negative.
Yeah.
But you can fit the negatives on the positive.
Yeah.
The negative is a bit fatter. Which actually checks out, right? And if it's the other way around, fucking I don't care.
Fact check that shit.
So then I'm like, oh, I'll fucking cable it back up then. So it's like, sweet. And I'm like, now this cluster is the positives and this one's the negatives. It's like, yeah, 2 on each. I'm like, cool. So there's one set of cables that has 2 coming off it, and then there's another loose cable that has just 1. And I'm like, 2 on each. That's one cluster, and the second one, which is just a single, is 1. And then just the negative goes on the negative.
Yeah.
Right? Now, in hindsight, if there's 4 cables in total, 2 of them are positive, two of them are negative.
You'd think.
I've interpreted it as one cluster, one set of two, and then another one that's in that area. They're all positive, and then this one's negative.
Okay.
So you can play out the rest of the story.
Yeah.
So I don't just check. I'm like, just fucking put it on. So I put it on.
Yeah.
It immediately glows red.
Yep.
Spews out soldering fucking like a volcano. And we've just had a moment of like looking at each other like,
Oh, fuck.
fuck.
Yeah.
We're going to burn down Coop's car.
Oops.
Yeah. And so we're just all systems go as far as like George has like put his hand in there and like burnt the fuck out of his hand. So he's just like, fuck, ran to his car and gone and got the fire extinguisher.
Just in case.
And at that time, I'm like looking at it going, the last thing I did was put up, because the problem is you don't like, it's not like I put them on. It's I put them in the general vicinity and the electricity has grabbed them and soldered them into place.
Yeah.
So I just thought, fuck it, it's going to get that hot that I'll be able to just pull it and it'll come off. And that's what's happened. I pulled it and all of a sudden it's just like all this, the red hot fucking, like the glowing has stopped. I'm like, oh, that's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So I pulled the battery out and then just like got this wrap tape around it so it can't touch anything, got this wrap tape around it so it can't touch anything, and just like left it hanging. And we're like standing there just like, oh, like, I'm like, man, say like 15 seconds more, I think we would have burnt your car down, because every bit of cable in there that's connected to it would have glowed hot until something caught on fire. Then the fuel catches on fire and it's all over. And I'm doing the math. I'm like, actually, no, we were 2 seconds away from every cable being so hot we can't touch it. Then it would have gone. So we were probably 2 seconds away from burning down his car that he got like a month ago. His first car that he spent.
His first real car.
Oh my God.
How was it? He would, I guarantee he was pretty nonchalant about the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, he literally, I'm like, oh, you don't yeah.
He's like, oh, man, that's crazy.
He's like, man, that was fucking.
That's wild, bro.
Is it meant to do that?
So is the battery hooked up now, or?
Yeah.
Could ya?
Making him sound like a burner. Like, he's not at all. It's just that.
He's just a very laid back dude.
He's just a laid back young dude.
He is.
And I was like, anyway, I'm not touching it from now on. That's
Your car can't figure it out.
your deal.
Yes.
Yeah, and also, but the thing is, like, at the time, I'm like, I don't understand what I did wrong. Like, I asked you that was the positive, and I put it on. I'm like, we've obviously created a full circuit, which has caused everything to heat up. It's like, instead of whatever's meant to happen didn't happen, it's gone the other way, and that creates heat. That heat then creates melting and fire. And like,
Yeah.
I was like, but what actually went wrong? And I'm like, oh, what went wrong is I'm not the one who took the cables off, so I don't know where they go back.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I've gone off like these are on this end and that's on that end. That end goes to the bodies. That's obviously the negative. So, and like looked as the battery came out, the battery went in, like which way it's supposed to be oriented.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like fully, like, fuck, you know?
Sun hadn't even set.
No.
Yeah.
Bro, we're 10 minutes into camping.
Well, you almost weren't. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Do you know what's crazy? Watching a Hilux burn to the ground while you're drinking a beer.
Well, because once it's on fire, you can't do anything.
What are you going to do?
Like, hey, Coops, you got your swag? And he goes, yeah. You're like, all right.
Yeah.
Check this out.
The joke was the rest of the night would have just been like, can you go get... it was in a Hilux.
Yeah.
Just like as people arrive in the next hour, what happened here? Car burnt down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rangers rock up. What's going on?
He doesn't have to pay for the night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Please. My wallet was in the car.
Yeah. Where's your ID? Car.
In the car. Yeah, well, I did a camping trip. I did Friday night. I took the 110s out. Me and a bunch of blokes at work all got 110s.
Better friends than us.
Yeah, well, it's true. It's not true. I just had it planned out earlier, you know?
This happens at the same time every year. All good.
Yeah, but no, they organised it before you guys had organised your camping trip.
They organised it like 8 years ago.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. Anyway, we rode the 110s for a whole day. I ran out of fuel almost instantly. One of the mates I was with, Sean, he stacked it, popped his front tyre.
Sick.
So we left Welly Dam, went back to Allenson so we could get another one of his other bikes.
Allenson. Cockring.
Dude's got like fucking 6 110s. It's crazy. So he just
Really?
Yeah, legitimately. He just grabbed another one. I was like, you're going to swap the tyre? I was like, I got tubes, but nah, fuck it. He just grabbed a whole other bike, man.
Sick.
And then, rode around for a little bit. Oh, you ripped Nard on pod.
Oh, yeah.
That's hard.
That was Nard Plus.
Nard plus. And then we went for probably a 40-minute ride down to the other side of the dam. And he's like, we can go back the way we came, or we can go this other way, but you have to be careful going this other way because last time I went this way, I popped my retire.
Cool.
And I was like, oh, well, maybe we should. We'll go this way. And then,
fuck my opinion.
Yeah, bro, 40 Ks in fourth gear, top speed. 40 minutes. So that's a lot less fast.
Yeah.
Because I popped the tire. Of course I fucking popped a tire.
Oh,
And I was
no
so fucking
shit.
far from camp, man. And I can't get out a second. And I remember very vividly that I was at the bottom of a hill and I was going up it in second gear. And I was like, I need a little bit of gas here, just a little squirt. And so I've given it a little bit of pep. And then my rear tires kicked out like this and I've gone down, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
What wasn't totally fine was the fucking handlebars of my bike hitting the dirt, pivoting like that,
Yeah, and
straight to my
jolting.
cock and balls.
Yeah.
And also I scratched my fucking watch.
Yeah.
So, fucking,
Straight back to Toby Maguire.
yeah, pretty much. I was devastated. I woke up the next day, I was too sore to ride anymore anyway, so I fucking went home.
Should have come. Should have burnt down his car with us.
I would have burnt down his car for sure. So that, what's he fucking think he's doing buying a fucking silver Hilux? I have a silver Hilux.
I know. It's shockingly close.
It's almost like he wants me to burn it down myself.
Oh,
Is he
imagine if it was an
challenging me?
inside job, bro. Imagine if you contracted me to do it. This is where the $7,000 comes in. I don't have to jack off over anything.
You know what would be even better? If I burnt down his car in anger and then messaged him and be like, man, I burnt down your car for you. Enjoy the payout. And, and make sure that someone sees it. So, you know, like
Yeah.
avoid fraud.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Fucking genius, bro. No repercussions for me either, I bet.
Yeah, it's like punching someone in the dark. Hey, it's a victimless crime. Got him. It's just- Got him.
I really wanted to enjoy that diet. It was a perfect time to say that. Yep.
Yeah.
Punching someone in the dark. Oh, come in my nose. Yeah, fuck it.
So
So,
you're telling me about it?
I'm good, baby.
Yeah, the tears coming out the front of the glass.
Let's get back to ripping nut.
I'm fine. Fuck. Let's get back to ripping nut.
Honestly.
Wait, how's the glasses? Have you seen the front?
Pretty scratched up, eh?
Yeah.
What did you get, D? What happened?
I took them camping.
Oh, just now.
Yeah. I had these other blokes
Go on.
join us, the ones with the boat. And there was heaps of wind, so we had to tie down the fucking
It actually was a crazy weekend for wind.
gazebo to my van, because my van was situated like wind's going, left to right. My van's on the left, so we couldn't tie it against Coop's car because then it would go up over his car. I had to tie it down to my car, so I had nowhere to go.
Yeah.
So the ship was right next to my van, and also it was my table in the middle of it. So I'm thinking like, oh, if I put my stuff on the table next to my van, like people should look after it. Long story short, I went to bed at fucking 12 o'clock and they sat up till 6 talking about who would win in a fight for 6 hours. And in that time, they
Win.
none of them.
What, between them?
Well, whoever fucking let
relevant.
my glasses drop on the ground
Oh, I
and then
see.
step on them all night.
They would lose because you were full of fury.
Oh, bro, I'm still full of fury. That gas you heard before was the fury trying to get out.
That's what that cough was before. That was my inner animal, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, so fucking...
So now you're down a pair of sunnies. Are these pitties? Oh, they're clays.
Dude, they're what fucking Pit Vipers copied. Pit Viper would be nothing without the fucking... the jawbreaker, okay? These I don't think these are jawbreakers, but these are...
They're Oakleys. We just established that.
no, jawbreaker is
Is
the
the
model.
brand. I see.
Yeah, Oakley is the model, is the make.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
Is that what they are?
They say Oakley.
Yeah, I fucking got that.
It doesn't say anything else, I promise.
These are so these are the same as those, but just blue.
Yeah, and not scratched.
These aren't scratched.
Yeah,
no.
cool. Can I
But
see
I
it for
got
a
those.
second?
Yeah. I got those 2 Christmases ago, and I got these last Christmas.
It's like the refresher.
Yeah, and I'm just in a blue fucking stage
blue
of
guy?
my life.
Your
Yeah.
blue life. I'm still green, man. I'm all about the green.
I feel like I was going to make a joke with the Oakleys too. What was
Touch
it?
of someone in the dark, because don't ever say that.
Yeah, that's not even a heavy hitter. That was just. I think that was just timed right.
It was just part. It was just
Yeah,
it's good timing.
perfect.
That joke was right up there with fucking.
Yeah, just
coming,
fucking. No, just fucking.
Anyway,
Yeah, no, I was fuck. Oh, that's what the joke was. We were so the next morning. I've like, feeling pretty sorry for myself, and I'm like, doing the thing. And like our group is real good. Everyone wakes up and immediately cleans up from the night before. Like real good. Aiden is the fucking hands down leader. Me neck and neck.
Yeah.
Me and him neck and neck for who does the most. Because I love cleaning up. I make a mess to clean up, you know?
Yeah, I actually left rings here for you to wipe down.
Oh,
later
good.
on.
I got all the oil stains from having a massage earlier today. I love that. When
Are you just rubbing it all over the house so you can deep clean it later?
Yeah. Hit it with the fucking... Anyway, it's not important. But yeah, woke up and doing the cleanup and you're like, oh, haha, you know, someone's like smoked 19 cigarettes and instead of putting them in a bottle, they've just chucked them on the ground. So we'll pick all those up and... Oh, look, someone smashed a bottle. You know, no one brings fucking bottles. You always take cans camping, but someone brought a bottle and they've like obviously let it drop and like smash. I'll pick all that up and there's my glasses that are all... Okay, everyone pick up your shit, move it away from my van right now.
Is that it?
And at that moment, I was like, that's... At that moment, I'm like, don't be that guy. You know, like we don't need the fucking bad vibes or whatever and this and that. And then we're at the run on Saturday morning and George in the middle of nothing, he's like, man, there is nothing funnier than that moment. You're like, right, everyone get their shit the fuck away from my van. And I was like, I'm glad that was funny in the moment because at that moment I was ready to fucking figure out who was the best fighter, eh?
It was on site.
Bro. I mean, to be fair, all of them would kick the living shit out of me. But also, they're Oakley's cuz.
They were.
Yeah, they were Oakleys. Now they're pretty much pit vipers.
They're just cheap shit. Yeah. There you go. Fucking buff right out.
Man. But yeah, it's a little bit sad. And I mean, you can replace the lenses in them, but the fucking frames are scratched, bro. Like,
How did they've been stood on?
yeah, they've been down.
They've been twampled.
Oh, they're twampled for sure.
They've been twampled.
The rocks, you know, that are like dam side, they're just like all those orange bitches that are
Yeah, pea gravel.
pea gravel. So they've been put in. They've been dropped off the table and then crushed into the thing about Oakleys is you fucking struggle to break them like as far as like crushing them that way. They're like made to
be sat on, essentially.
Yeah.
Put them in your back pocket.
I remember back in my skating days, I'm not going to do it with these, but they used to grab everyone's
Do it with
Oakleys, the Oakley reps. Yeah. Well, let's see if we can do it. And
Oh,
no, they just pop out.
I meant to.
Yeah.
It's a defense
But
mechanism.
They would fucking flex them the whole way. The fucking glasses and everything they were doing, you'd be like, they're made to be able to be durable like that. So they're just not made to be fucking stepped on down at the dam.
Yeah, there's everything but damn-proof.
Oh, don't take these to the dam. They're not made for that.
There's literally nothing funnier than when someone says, take off your sunglasses, and you do, and there's another pair of sunglasses underneath.
What's that?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I will always think that's hilarious.
It's right up there. We're shitting and coming.
Shitting and coming. And punching someone in the dark.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
A victimless crime, baby.
It's a victimless crime.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
Have you seen the dude on Instagram and he's talking about the Bucks party? He's like, it was literally the best weekend of my life, of my wife.
I don't think that I have, no.
Oh, man, that is right up there with
Steez.
Yeah.
I do have written down here the Hot Wheels key.
Oh, yeah.
I think I should just run through that real quick.
Yeah.
Super simple. I had an idea, looked it up on YouTube. Turns out if you find a model of your car as a Hot Wheels, you can pretty much turn it into a car key, which was...
You can do the same with a flashlight. It's more of a door.
You can, but it's kind of hard to put on your key ring.
Yeah.
And it's kind of weird to explain. They're like, what's that on there? A light? Kind of.
Yeah. You know it's not leather. Like, you know the material that your grip is made out of? The
Nylon? Is it propylene? I'm close.
That your gear stick is made out of, that pleathery stuff, and it goes off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like mine just randomly went off in the sun while we were camping. The 2 days we were there, it just went off. Now it's like sticky. So
On what, the steering wheel?
on the gear stick.
On your gear shifter, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like now is the only time that it's actually plausible that you could replace it with a
Flashlight.
a dildo that's too soft. So when you change gears, it wobbles.
Should do it.
Yeah, but the thing with the van is there's no quick shifting. It's just like
Yeah, exactly.
to just
So you can just get that knob just fucking flopping around on you.
yeah, put some jam on it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, what is that? That's plum. That's plum jam. Yeah, that's hot plum jam as well.
Get the marmalade next time, you know?
Dude, the aircon's fucked in the van. I hate it, bro. It's so hot in there. You know how hot it is when we have the aircon cranking.
Yeah. Well,
You know what I mean?
ask Aiden all about it.
Yeah.
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 Fuck Kanye, Seisha.
Yeah.
That hot.
Anyway, I'm out.
He's like, I know what'll cool me down.
Dude, that was like that's like a comic. Like that's like literally like a cartoon, just going like, you know, just like getting distance from the vomit from leaving the mouth straight up. That's
Projectiling up is nuts.
that's straight up there with like shitting and spewing at the same time.
I remember I was at a Christmas work do back when I worked at Target.
Oh yeah,
And I was hammered. I was really drunk. I used to always wear this Violent Soho shirt. It was like made by Matt Groening, so like they're all on the bed on the couch. It's cool. I got a new one because this one was fucked. It's stained. It's no longer white. And I remember I was there with this guy. Not important. And I was fucked up. And we're going to kick ons at one of the houses. I don't even know where. Yeah. And I was fucked up. And I was talking to this dude, and I had to vomit. And I'd always been, probably still am, notorious for like mid-sentence, I needed to do a spew. Yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, and I'm super casual about it. People say it a lot, and I was like, I'm going to wow this guy. And I was like, hey, dude, check this out. And I've walked over to the back fence to be polite. Yeah. Jumped up to spew over it. I just thought one swift, one fell swoop up, come back down. And I've gone, jumped up the fence, vomited straight up in the air, looked at him, and then just gone in my own vomit. And this cunt's looking at me like, what the fuck was that?
At that point, you got to own it. Like, pretty cool.
And I was like, that's crazy, right? Wash myself up with the garden hose.
Have you got an onion? Watch me eat it.
Anyway, I got kicked out. Don't know why. And then I remember I called Caitlin and I was like, I need you to come get me. I'm on the corner of this and there. And then I hung up the phone and just jumped in the bush, passed out.
Perfect.
It was awesome.
Perfect.
Went to work that Monday.
Woke up with 19 missed calls. You're like, I was asleep for 4 hours.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because I left my Violent Soho shirt at the person's whose house it was and they washed it and brought it back to me.
Really?
Never spoken to him before.
Wow.
Never. Really nice of him.
Yeah, that is real nice.
I would have done that.
It's fucking crazy. I've got I was just thinking, I had 3 great stories from house parties. Can't say any of them.
No, I can let go of that one. That was good,
dude.
Yeah, there's heaps.
Let me think. Is there? It's funny. I immediately go. It's funny. Like you put it in my head a while ago. When I go to a house party story, I immediately go to you eating an onion. Never seen you do it before. Like it's something you told me once. I'm like, yeah, that's.
I told you about it.
I know someone that eats onions at house parties.
It was just I did it once and I was like, oh, and then I'd keep getting drunk and doing it. But I'd wake up in the morning, I'm like, why do I stink? And so I'm like, you ate a whole onion. And I'm like, because it would be like the whole, like, you'd be like, oh man, I could eat a whole onion. They were like, oh, cool. And I was like, you want to see me do it? No, I'll go get an onion. I'll do it right now.
I brought one.
Wait here. And you take off the first couple of layers and then you just get fucking tucked into it.
Yeah. They reckon onion, potato, and apple are all the same if you can't taste it. The texture's the same.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll buy that. I can see that.
Yeah.
And then you wake up the next morning, I'm like, why do I fucking stink? And they were like, you ate an onion. And I was like, again? And they're like, yeah, we tried to stop you. Not fucking hard enough.
You ate an onion, you used to have that little like,
I'm so silly.
I guess I did.
Oh yeah.
Just one of those like, we'll have to go slow. This is my first time. This ain't my first time.
Yeah, just mashing out.
Oh, there was yeah, no, dude, that's what I was going to say. Unrelated, kind of related though. Just like house parties, old school, old stories and stuff. Can you believe the trajectory of our friendship? It went from...
Yours and mine.
Yeah. It's nuts.
It is crazy.
If you wind back far enough, like coming up to you at Lost Bills, I'm like, we're all cool, right? You're like, why would we not be cool? I'm like, we fucked the same chick.
It was an accident.
Yeah, dude, both of us was an accident. But you're like, I'm like, look, I just want you to know that your character is like... you're unapologetically characteristic and you should come on the podcast. And you were the first guest on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
That's cool.
That's fucking insane. Now we're going to Japan together.
Well, it's not even, it wasn't even just on the podcast and then that's it. It's like I just kept coming back,
Yeah.
We hang out heaps.
Now, yeah, like...
Now almost friends.
We're almost friends.
Yeah, close.
Yeah.
Don't push it. Don't tell cunts we talk, yeah?
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, it is crazy. I actually got a Snapchat memory that one time... it doesn't even matter. It's not even that important. Like, I met you. We spent time together one time prior, and that was I think at Seb's place.
Oh yeah,
and that was literally it. I think I took a photo of you and I tagged fucking Matt Blake and I was like, look who's back in town. I thought that was really funny because that's what I said to you. I was like, oh, you're Matt Blake. And you're like, yeah, that's fucking not funny, dude.
Yeah.
And I said that joke 4 more times.
Yeah. That was like your thing for a while. And I was like almost at the point like, oh, this is one of those guys who's not funny. He said one thing that was funny and keeps saying it and thinks that that's funny. And it's like, you shit.
Yeah, I got more funny stuff, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Lucky.
if you ask me, actually, I've got the more funny shit. You're the one who just spat out water at punching someone in the dark, a victimless crime, which is a fucking Nelson quote from The Simpsons.
It's just funny, dude.
I know, the
You
timing's
fucking-
nuts.
you got me.
think I got that in the barrel? That
wish.
was off the top,
I
dickhead.
fucking wish.
If I wanted to make you laugh, you'd be fucking crying right
Yeah,
now.
man.
Like, where's the glasses?
Yeah, thank you for
Both
that.
layers.
They'll always get a laugh out of me, I won't lie.
What, the double
Yeah,
glasses?
it's guaranteed.
Yeah, the
It's
trick is
guaranteed.
getting like
You need to get a small pair.
small, medium,
If
and
you
then
can,
large.
bro, one time,
The triple?
I tripled down because
triple
I
would be
had
nuts.
baby glasses, which is funny enough to look at. Oh. But if you can 1, 2 baby glasses, fucking, it's over.
I've got to find all the baby glasses before we go to fucking Japan.
Do you have a plethora of
I've got like 6 pairs.
swag?
I got one pair that even has the headband on them, so if the baby goes swimming on it,
Swimming?
because you've got them on, they're just like crushing your eyelashes. You're like, is it funny?
Should extend the ribbon or something. He's like, no, then it's not authentic, dude.
Cut it. The pain is part of it. Oh shit! Yeah,
What's happened?
super low battery. That's all right. We got time.
We got time?
Yeah. It's not important right now, but it's just like I can't stop thinking about
We'll look mine another game later.
it. It's literally fucking.
It's by your left foot, inside the table leg.
I was never.
You should have.
Should have my glasses on.
Both of them.
All right.
All right.
We'll run a quick round.
All right.
Have you watched The Twilight again yet?
I never will. I'm done with that. I'm done with. You know what you should do? You should watch it. Genuinely, like a bit of homework for you. Watch all. I want to say 5. I feel like 3, 5.
Dude, I'll watch on the way to Japan.
Please do. And then I'll say to you what I felt in the last 2 movies, and you'll be like, yeah, 100%. Because me and Zoe were at a point where it got to the end, and she's watching it. Fuck it, whatever. There's a massive big fight at the very end. It's basically 2 vampires. It's all like, ah! And then heaps of people die on both sides, and you feel a lot for it. And then it gets to the very end, and then it was literally like, it's like this massive climax, and then the good guys win, and then it just goes back to like, it was all a dream. Essentially, it was just a fucking dream.
Are you kidding me?
No, literally, bro, that was, and I'm like, what the fuck? And Zoe's like, she's watching it go down, and I'm like, whoa. And she's like, oh, man, I wish I could be watching this for the first time as well. And then it fucking goes back to like, it was just a vision that like, it was projected. It doesn't matter. It was essentially, it was all a dream. And then and I'm like, what the fuck? And Zoe's like, I know, right? And I'm like, no, that is not good cinema. Don't fucking give me this and then be like, you know what? Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah.
literally, because if you watched it in real time, if you didn't see the dream, it was like all these people walk in ready to have a fight, and then one dude's like, fuck that. And then they all just leave. That sucked. That's how it ends. Don't watch Twilight.
You know you
Don't
fucked
do
it
it
for me. Like,
don't do it.
you
Don't
just-
don't do that to yourself, bro. That's
Yeah.
fucking genuinely bad cinema. Like, that sucked ass.
Dude, a pinnacle of cinema is when fucking Dom's Charger flips over Brian's RX-7 after the train hits it.
Yep.
And it's
Just
in
actions have consequences, bro.
Dude, just in slow motion, you're like, no, he can't die. He still owes him a 10-second car.
Good cinema.
I want to roll again.
Can't. There's no rollbacks, man.
Yeah, this sucks.
Oh no. Do you reckon you could get a live dice feed up on the top right?
Oh, top camera?
Well, you can't. You won't even know what you're rolling.
Nah, because then the fucking
163.
audience will know how many times I fucking had my hand down my pants for this podcast.
Yeah, true. It can't be done.
It's a comfort thing, you know what I mean? I'm going to keep that.
Are you just living on, what do you got? Fucking 10?
6, 7, 8. Wait.
I was counting the 3s. I'm so silly, man.
Nah, I think I might have picked up one of the big... Nah, I had a... My score was 8.
Right. Well, you telling me you've been cheating or what?
Always cheating, baby.
That's how you win. Of course I'm cheating. I wanted to win. Good start.
Ooh.
Salubrious start.
Nice.
What do I need? Lower than 8.
By the way, don't leave that fucking pack of tissues with one tissue taken. Take it with you.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I don't want to take all the tissues back. That took me fucking 15 minutes to get into.
I
By
know.
the time I got to the dog, I didn't even fucking need to blow my nose anymore.
Do you want to know how much time you spent asking me if you could do it?
Oh, I assumed, bro.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Do you know what assume is an acronym for?
Never assume, because it makes an ass out of you and me. It's not an acronym.
That's how I remember how to spell because.
Why? How? Because
Betty eats cakes and Uncle sells eggs.
Betty eats cakes and Uncle. Why do you need to remember how to spell because, bro? Can you not just know how it's did?
I don't have to just know. I have a fucking...
Did you see that? Double 3 off the...
Whoa.
All right, I got 1, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Suck my nard.
Shouldn't have cheated. Now I feel it was for nothing.
You did cheat for nothing. Sorry for stealing your tissues, bro. Genuinely. I did need them, though.
I'm bought them for Japan. I hope I don't need them at all. That'll be fine.
Just bring 5 packs.
Yeah. Dude, we're there for like fucking 16 days. Don't put them back in
look,
the fucking... Oh, what are you going to do? Like an envelope? Stick it all back down again.
I was going to cling wrap it and melt it down. It's like, look.
Cling wrap and tape.
I was never here.
Yeah.
To be fair, I needed that tissue. There's no other tissues. His arm reach.
Actually, probably leave it on the table. This is a cool thing about having a table now. Is
Yeah,
that,
see,
like,
this is podcast tissues.
we can now get... Yeah, we'll get the one pack.
Should I put my tissue back in it as well?
Yeah.
I didn't want to just leave it on this nice table. So
There's
I put it in
fucking
my pocket.
tears, there's some blood, there's some semen in this tissue.
Like,
What the
whoa.
fuck?
It's like,
Dude, leave
Is there
your
nard on
one
this?
pack of tissues on the table. Put the other 5 back near
Oh.
my Japan
I
stuff.
understand.
Gee,
Hey.
you understand why I have tissues? It's to take them traveling.
I didn't know that. I thought it was for the podcast.
No, this is all Japan stuff that's over there.
Okay, yeah, but this is all podcast stuff, so you can understand.
You took it from the Japan shit and put it on the table.
I needed it.
Yeah,
You have no tissues on the table.
Oh my God, I'm explaining how
You know
we
what?
got here.
We've learned something together. You need tissues. Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I just learned?
Yeah, no shit. Would you just open the... Your
Dude, I was desperate for it.
Dude,
I couldn't breathe in through my nose. I was going to cough again.
Oh, dude, I was about to die. I needed.
I was close, bro.
Yeah, have you never used one of these packets before?
Yeah, I have, but in the moment, it was just about getting in there.
Yeah, true.
It's not about past transgressions.
It's like those transgressions.
Thank
Nice
you.
word.
Thank you.
The like the packets of wraps that you get, and if you open it,
Don't fucking get me started on the packets of wraps.
Yeah.
The ones with the easy open close. You know how many
just-
times I've walked out to them, just cut open?
I was gonna say, trust her to just use the scissors, and she's like, "Oh, I can't close it." It's like, yeah, it's because you're fucking retarded.
Yeah, and then you pull them out a week later, stale, moldy. You're like, what happened? No one. I don't know.
That's what happened.
I don't know. You're going to fucking Coles. That's what happened.
Yeah. You're lucky though. You're like within spitting distance of the supermarket.
Dude,
That's-
the fucking one thing that me and Zoe always come back to is we're never going to live this close to KFC again. And it's great. I mean, Coles is there, yeah, whatever. KFC, you know?
you can't really fulfill all your shopping needs at Coles. You can at KFC.
I don't shop there.
What do you mean?
I don't shop there.
You just get every meal at KFC.
No, like I don't. Like if I need something quick, I'll stop by there and grab it. I shop at the Plaza, bro. Woolworths all the way. Fucking
Yeah, the Plaza's nice too.
can't even
The
quick walk.
Yeah, true.
Same
We've
for Coles.
what have we been doing? Oh yeah, no, we've just been getting the home delivery.
Wow.
Home delivery or bro, literally like I'm in that stage of business now where it's like if
need the food.
I can buy the time,
Yeah.
I buy time.
Yeah.
You know?
The mum pitched it to me a little while ago. The only reason I don't is because the majority of the food that I eat in a week is mainly meat and fresh fruit and vegetables. And to the point that when you minimum wage, don't give a fuck. Like I'm not eating a fucking to oranges, bro. The orange has to be the right firmness. The same with the avocados,
you can't
the
trust
tomatoes.
someone who's getting paid.
Can't get
fucking-
soft. And then when it comes to the meat, like I pay per kilo, but I cut all the fat off. So I'm getting the leanest cut of meat I can get. You know what I mean? So it's
Dude, I think the if you're doing the heaps of meat, you're better off getting the rolls from farmers market.
the rolls. Oh, you mean like a steak per se? I buy a lot of my meat actually from the local butcher because they're pretty good. Which is a good like if I go down to Coles and I go to that butcher there. But if I go to the Plaza Woolworths, bro, I got to go to the bakery.
Yeah.
Vindaloo pies there are fucking out of this world.
Really?
Yeah. You never think curry in a pie? Try it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I got a sausage roll from 7-Eleven a couple of days ago. You forget about the quality of a shithouse sausage roll.
Bro, I miss his Max anytime after it's been in the bain-marie for too long.
Oh,
banging.
the fucking bakery, the butcher at Park Centre, their sausage rolls.
I don't think I've had them.
Dude, they're nuts. They weigh like a kilo. They're insane.
Mad.
But you eat it at 12 o'clock. You're in bed by 1.
Yeah, sick. Put you down.
Yeah,
It's a feel.
heavy.
Yeah, I might
I'm
go
talking
suss that
3
out.
sauces minimum.
Like needed, or they put it on for you.
No, you need 3 sauces because there's just so much. It's like so much. Like the meat is like overkill, and then the pastry is like it's as if like you're meant to use normal pastry, and they're like, fuck it, use puff pastry.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
I remember getting the ones from the Mangle Street, the homemade
Yeah.
sausage rolls from the Mangle
Yeah.
Street. Can't really fault them. Like there's a lot of meat in there, but they're also fucking like $11 a piece, man. And it's like it gets to a point where you just like pay more, you get the better quality, and then it gets to a point where you're like, if I paid less, I'd be happier with worse quality.
Yeah.
Mrs. Max.
That's where I'm at with the so on that end of the spectrum, like
what are you fucking doing down at my butcher's anyway?
I might have been doing something.
You shopping at Coles?
No,
Good man. That's totally fine.
no, I don't want to say what I was doing. It's unimportant.
All right.
But you know the 7-Eleven sausage roll the other day. I was like, I'm at 7-Eleven. I was going past 7-Eleven. I need lunch. You know,
sausage roll.
It's the day before Riz goes on a cruise. Apparently making me any food is just like fucking,
Sin.
breaking the law or something. So I was like, hey, if I get a sausage roll, do you? She's like, yeah, sweet. So I got like a cheese and bacon and a plain. She had half the plain sausage roll. And it was like, it was so like shithouse that the pastry had lifted away from the meat and it had like a void in there. I filled the bitch up with tomato sauce. You know what I mean?
Genius.
So I'm having like I'd call it, 4-part sauce to bloody 6-part sausage roll.
That's a sweet roche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was actually like, you know what, considering this, like, given this is a shit sausage roll, this is an awesome shit sausage roll.
It's pretty much just like an empty pallet, and then you fill it with tang from the tomato sauce, and you're like, you're in Tang Town, baby. Mm-hmm. You know, that's gang.
That's what I'm talking
I respect that. I kind of want a sausage roll now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have some left over. It's only 10 to 7.
When's the nearest 7-Eleven? Oh, Wollaston.
Yeah.
Is it 10 to 7? Dang, bro. Time flies when you're talking with a good friend of yours.
Who's that?
It's you right there.
Oh, yeah, I just wanted to hear it.
Ah.
So I was on the phone to fucking.
You mean it?
Say it again. Look into the camera. I was talking to Aiden on the phone today.
Deadbolt the door. Let's say it again.
Yeah. I was talking to Aiden on the phone today. I was like, anyway, bro, love you. Catch you later. And I was like, yeah, man. He goes, say it back. I was like, yeah, I love you. It goes without saying. Now fucking leave me alone.
Yeah. Fucking weirdo.
He's a good dude. Anyway, be good to your mum because we're fucking out.
See ya.